You're the best of luck. I do. I don't care about her one way or another. But you have no ass.
No.
I mean, I'm not
saying she doesn't have one. I'm just saying it's not. It shouldn't be in the top 10.
She anatomically has one because she has to poop and she has to sit in a chair. But as we describe someone having an ass, she does not have an ass.
I don't know who Carol G is, but solid.
Yeah, I know. I just Googled her too. Like,
solid.
Don't care who she is.
Stacked.
Right. Oh, she's Colombian.
And finally, for the birthdays, guys, I want to wish my mom, Lauren, a very happy 74th birthday. Give her jokes for miles of the dad variety. And the four of you guys talking about what we should do in San Diego from her loving son, AJ. Thanks, guys. Let's see here. All right. Got a few of them. Guys, I have two favorite kings.
Two favorite kings.
Smoke King and Drink King.
All right.
Did you know that ferrets die after mating?
No.
At least the ones I had sex with did. Ted, how does Papa Roach like his bread? How does Papa Roach like his bread?
I don't know how.
Cut into pieces. What did Jennifer Lopez say at the dog sled race?
Mush?
I did a rod. You know, Jesus was a carpenter.
Yeah.
He wrote Close to You.
Oh,
Rainy Days of Monday.
Carpenter joke.
Yeah. What do you get ready for? Baseball tonight or football? What are you concentrating on?
No, looking at football tonight.
Okay. All right. Yeah, because Ted's afraid the Mariners aren't going to play any of the starters.
I don't get Root TV, so I'm
okay. That makes
Well,
it
the
easy.
issue
happy
is,
to
right,
make the playoffs, so I'll be able to see some.
they clinched the division last night, so I'm just worried they really had fun. Like, I think Cal and the rest of them will play the rest of the weekend. I just don't know that they're going to care tonight.
You're saying they're a little hungover today?
That's my prediction.
Sometimes you play better when you're hungover. I know that for a fact.
Well, sure. Ask Wade Boggs.
But with Cal, would he not want to go for like more home runs?
Well, they still have 3 games over the weekend.
That's what I'm saying.
That's
but I
right.
mean,
If
why would you want to waste the opportunity when you jacked 2 out last night?
Because you're hungover.
To get that number up.
Yeah,
I'm just saying, like, I would want to go for it.
I'm with you.
Just
I
swing
hope
for
he
the
does.
fences. Doesn't matter if you win or lose. Swing for the fence every time.
I'm just worried they're going to trot out like whoever the other guys are.
Yeah.
Small dumper.
They just grab the starters from the Rainiers to all come up and just play the game.
Right.
Basically, right.
Why not?
What is the more popular name for groundnut?
Is
Is
it
it a South American country?
It is not. That's the Brazil nut, which has a much worse former
Yes,
name.
it does.
Is it a cashew?
It's a peanut.
Oh,
Straight up peanut.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Ground nut.
Yeah, Mr. Groundnut.
I am very happy I did not know about the Brazilian nut till I was an adult.
Oh, everybody wanted
Same.
to tell me when they found out. Dude, yes. I know what it was called.
Who'd they harvest them from?
You don't know the name?
No.
Oh, you don't want to.
Okay. Oh, don't tell me then.
Entos.
As in the bomb?
Yes.
Why?
I don't know, but that's why they stopped calling it that. Yeah.
The bomb?
Like they labeled it that.
N-bomb,
They
yeah.
labeled it that. That's what it's called. Is that based on?
I mean, back in the day, you just could.
Okay.
You know, it didn't matter. You're like, oh,
That's
so-
not what they called it in Brazil.
I don't know. I don't know what they call
I mean,
it.
like, is it from Brazil? The reason it's called a Brazil nut is that because it's from Brazil.
Hummus is yet another flashpoint in the Middle East conflict.
What?
So if people don't understand, Jerusalem's such a flashpoint.
Yeah.
Because of the major
Three
religions.
major Western religions, yeah.
Right. They all have something there they think is very important, right?
Mm-hmm.
So hummus is kind of the same thing because you have basically like Syrians, Egyptians, Israeli, Lebanese people. Everybody's kind of arguing over like whose is it? Is it ours? Did we invent it?
Is it more of the fact that who invented it or who makes it better? Which I'm sure they're going to say we make the best version.
Of course.
It's more about who invented it.
Okay.
Like Israel tried to copyright it, so they sued them for infringement. Like you can't say you invented it. Like
Right.
that's ours.
See, the best hummus I've ever had was at a Lebanese restaurant.
Correct.
A lot
Yeah.
of oil.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
but it was good. I mean, I was like, wow, this is good hummus.
Right. I mean, I just don't think we have anything in the States that's that nearly that like fought over and stuff. I mean, that's one thing when everybody. Look, a lot of people have opinions on the Middle East. Hummus to me is just a great
I think
example.
barbecue.
I don't care, but I'm just saying, like whatever your thoughts are in the Middle East, like because it's all right there and it's been thousands of years. I mean, you can make the argument that's where like a lot of humanity starts. Like,
Yeah.
they're going to keep arguing.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think we've established that.
All Greek restaurants have it.
Right. And it's hummus is great.
All right, Mike, since we have you there, how do you think you spell supercalifragilisticexpialidocious?
Oh, let's see if I can do this. SUPER. I'm going to say it's CALIFRAGILISTICIEXPIALIDOCIOUS.
Jesus Christ, you've got to be kidding. Is that right? Is that right?
Damn.
That's exactly how you spell supercalifragilistic. Were you looking that up, man?
I promise you, it was not. Hand to God, it was not.
That was impressive, man.
You can spell supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Jesus.
Don't go outside, kids.
Game is Big Dumpy, 206-803 round.
See, kids, that could happen for you if you don't have friends. Jesus.
Exactly.
Mike, that's unbelievable.
It really is.
Oh, thank you, sir.
You should have seen Thrill's face as you kept going. I
was like, he's not missing the letter.
Yeah, his jaw just kept dropping open like, holy yes.
That is unbelievable.
No, don't worry. I'm watching the stream. I can see it.
All right, your question. What type of restaurant popularized the use of conveyor belts?
Oh, I really want to say McDonald's.
No, this is a type of
style of restaurant.
Like you sit in the restaurant and get your food off the belt. Mm-hmm. I love them.
Shane's Mongolian Grill.
Ted has a hard time saying it.
A lot of people never want to try it, and then a lot of people, after they finally try it, end up liking it.
Just conveyor belt. Really drawing a blank because I thought Ted likes a lot of stuff, so it's really hard to pick what he might disagree with.
Wow, Ted. He'll eat anything.
Damn, look at him.
I didn't feel like that.
Hey, Mikey, he likes it.
I know, Jeff, you're not,
And it's
you're not wrong.
fiberglass.
You're not wrong. Oh, by the way, I just Googled it, and it's like racial slur nickname.
Yeah.
It's, particularly in the United States, the nuts are known by an extremely offensive and derogatory racial slur. The term is no longer used in polite society due to its highly inappropriate nature. How about any society?
Is that right?
You don't have to be polite not to use that term.
I'm particularly polite. Pass the end nuts.
Trying to stay away from that anywhere even close to it. Even like at a Mexican restaurant. Like, I'll take the dark Modelo.
Oh, yeah.
Dumpy! Why does end nuts sound so much worse?
Sounds like a breakfast cereal.
Toe?
It's the original name for Cocoa Puffs. It's Entos.
Mentos.
Yeah.
Like Mentos.
Yeah, like Mentos, but...
I mean, look, I was an adult working on the show before I realized how racist that cartoon Disney one was. Brer Rabbit?
Oh, God, yeah.
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 I just thought it was a good one as a kid. God, I just...
Wow, Ted. Speak your truth.
I'm with you.
I thought that was one of the good ones.
Half of my favorite ones.
Hey, you said it out loud. I'm just nodding my head.
God damn it.
Damn, man.
I mean, I just thought it was funny. I don't think I realized the racial overtone.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I love the good one.
Yeah, that came out bad.
Yeah.
One of them good ones.
You know what I
Back
mean.
in the day, you could still hit the quarterback and watch proper cartoons.
Days of the Gunslinger.
And now, the men's room legacy continues. Unfortunately, what you're about to hear is real. The members of this radio program are simply not that bright, or what some people would call educated. They are merely stupid. They're not trying to offend anyone on purpose. And all have played doctors on TV. You have been warned and are cordially invited to join the party. This is the men's room.
Forget it, man, and get with the countdown. Get with the countdown. Shake this square world and blast off for Kicksville. The trippers, the grasshoppers, the hip ones, all gathered in secrecy and flying high as a kite.
This is the men's room with Miles and Thrill. You know what they say, shake your radio more than 3 times, and you're playing with it. You're listening to the men's room.
And away we go. Welcome to the 20th anniversary season, episode number 4,401. Along with Steve the Thrill Hill, the Ted Smith, and Mike Hawk. Thank you, Parliamentro. On tap today, a big dumper-inspired Bad Choice Friday. The return of Ted versus the FCC. Plus headlines, a men's room shot of the day, fundable listener emails, and everyone's favorite, TV Time with Ted.
Click, clack.
Drunk.
All right, here we go. Canadian man gains fame by dressing up as a dog when he takes his dog for a walk. We head to Arizona, where a graffiti vandal is once again getting attention because of his big, chowder cannon. In England, a crab is found on a train riding in first class. An airplane has to abort takeoff because of loose glass. And EMT workers are facing suspension after saving a man's life. That is all coming on today's very special episode of The Men's Room.
And now, here's the question.
Hola, bitches. Good day to you and yours. All right, earlier this week, our very own Mike Hawk brought us the story of a man riding his electric scooter. Well, that man crashed into a traffic light. What made this particular story noteworthy was that following the impact, his head became stuck inside of the traffic light. It took about 40 minutes for firefighters to safely remove it. Now, I don't think he'll ever forget that moment. Meanwhile, a woman in the UK, she won't forget the day she broke her neck. And in my opinion, she broke her neck in one of the most terrifying ways ever. She broke her neck while yawning. That is right, she yawned and then broke her neck. And as you might imagine, she remembers that day in great detail. But contrary to the popular narrative, you don't have to have a bad day to have a memorable one. It's not all broken necks and heads stuck in traffic lights. A guy in Maine, he played in a charity golf tournament over the weekend. He'd never hit a hole-in-one in his life, been playing for 40 years. He hit 2 hole-in-ones on the same day. So everyone told him with that kind of luck, he should buy a lottery ticket. So he bought a scratch off and then won another $500. Asked about his day, he responded, quote, "It was great. Yeah, I bet it was, man." But look, here's the thing. That's what we're talking about today. You know, that one unexpectedly memorable day, for better or worse. So today's question, brought to you by our friends at Advanced Hair Restoration, is what happened to make it a day that you'll always remember or never forget?
To be a part of the Big Show, call 206-803-ROCK. Like The Men's Room on Facebook, follow us on X and Instagram at Men's Room Live. Send your emails to themensroom@KISW.com. And now watch the show live on YouTube at KISW Rock. Here's a birthday, gentlemen. Today is my granddaughter's.
2 divorces to get as good at golf as Miles is?
Well, he needs all that extra time. You know, it's funny. They probably divorced him because of his nose. They call
Today-
him G-nose. The difference is his nose gets blown.
Yeah, that's why his cat used to scratch. We thought it was a scratching post.
That's a good one.
Got enough of this. Join us for the Miles Montgomery Golf Classic presented by Pinky's Plumbing this coming Monday. Tickets on sale now, KISW.com.
Here you go, Miles. Oh, hopefully that's not too. Nice shot. Thanks, buddy. Hopefully it's not too far. I'm walking up with it.
Everything sounds like a damn helicopter now.
Oh, yeah. Thanks, Miles. All right, thanks, Miles.
I don't know. We're gonna find out.
Yeah, let's go up there and tell you.
There you
There
go.
he is.
Beauty, eh?
I'm in for that. I'm also in for some sake.
Yes, sir. I said salmon? Yes, sir.
Salmon, yeah, that sounds good.
You even got the Parker already? Cheers.
There's two.
Yeah, that's what Barrel's talking to me about.
You know, that's a first for me. I love sake.
There's no way you don't fall.
Go for it.
Oh!
Right down the fairway.
Get that fucking thing, man.
Yeah, baby.
Sure shot. Let's go. Woo.
What this gentleman has that you don't have on a hole-in-one or witnesses.
on. You're listening to The Men's Room with Miles and Thrill. 99.9 KISW.
All the Charles, away we go. Welcome to the 20th anniversary season, episode number 4,401. What a large and in charge program we have for you today. Guaranteed future repeat on this oh-so-positive Friday. Exciting return of Ted versus the FCC as we have a brand new Ted versus the FCC.
That's right. You finally conquered FCC Mountain last week, right?
I did.
That is correct.
I got to look at my record, though. It doesn't feel that great this year.
Well, it'll make for an interesting end-of-year spectacular.
Yeah, that's that's a positive spin on it, Miles.
Exactly. People have more reason to laugh with all your misses.
Oh, yeah.
At the end of the year.
Yeah.
But we got this one, and it's about Short City Shelley. And she sits, and she shyly sits while sipping City Schlitz, which used to be a very popular beer.
City Schlitz, man, oh man.
Back in the day. So that's our...
Is that the one Billy D. Williams used to pimp?
He was Colt 45.
All right.
But
Colt
there was
45.
but there was a Schlitz malt liquor bull.
Yeah. Do you remember those commercials?
Yeah. All right.
Back in the day. They would
Why did they stop doing those? It was awesome. I mean, as a kid, I didn't care about the beer. Just every commercial, you knew at some point, as guys were talking, a bull was going to break through a wall and just F stuff up.
Well, there was always bulls in commercials back in the day. So I can't remember.
Bull.
Well, okay, there was one that was like
all right. So that blue can, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Of the Schlitz, we had a guy that used to come in, right? And everybody in the neighborhood, if you lived in the neighborhood of the liquor store, they all drank the blue bull can.
Okay.
And in 2000, it was $1.25. Like people would just walk in, slam down. There was one guy, we called him Red Bull guy. Not Red Bull, the energy drink. He drank the red version of Schlitz.
Aha.
So Red Bull guy would come in.
So that's their regular beer.
That's what everybody drank.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
we would go through cases of the Blue Bull, but nobody touched the Red Bull except Red Bull guy, Miles.
That's right.
So he would come in, get 3 of those and a couple miniatures. But when he'd come back, he was so drunk that we couldn't sell him the other ones. Red Bull guy adjusted. He started buying
The Blue Bull.
He started buying 4 cans and like 6 miniatures at once and went off on his afternoon.
All right. I mean, to be honest with you, if you've never sat down and enjoyed a 40 of malt liquor, by the time you're done, you're pretty good.
You're pretty messed up.
You're real good. I mean, you don't think it's going to do that much to you, but
yes, it is.
For whatever reason. I mean, we used to buy the 40s. We were in Baltimore, and one of those, and you're pretty gooned up.
A few years ago when I turned 40, my buddy got me 40s, right? Because it's 40 for 40.
Yeah.
God, I forgot how bad that is.
Yeah.
Like, we couldn't even drink them.
Like, there used to be a bar in Fremont, Norm's, and they would give you they had 40s of a PBR. And
they had like 40s of PBR and Bud.
And in a plastic bag.
Yeah.
All right, you could drink, paper bag. You could drink those fine.
Correct.
Nothing, I mean, there was just like drink
beer.
It's just drink. But man, if you get a 40 of malt liquor, that is a different world, especially like Steel Reserve or Schlitz malt liquor.
Oh, yeah.
Mickey's
Big Mouth, but in a 40, yeah, that will mess you up quick.
Yeah, man.
Schlitz is the topic coming up on Ted versus the FCC at 4:35. What else do we have for you? We'll drink and toast the weekend with a shot of the day. This Bad Choice Friday time.
You know it's Bad Choice Friday. It's Bad Choice Friday. You know it's Bad Choice Friday. Hey, man, this is your fault.
Sham on.
Hey, today it's a Mariners Big Dumper Inspired Bad Choice Friday. Ted, you went to the game last night.
I did.
You said it was electrifying in the stadium.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
The Mariners game I've ever been to in my life. People were pumped. We were chanting MVP. Then the Seahawks won. We were chanting Seahawks.
Did they put the score up for the Seahawks on the scoreboard inside the stadium?
They did, but everybody was kind of watching on their phones too.
Okay, so when they kicked the field goal, was there like a silent cheer?
Yeah.
In the stadium?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
I was on the edge of the aisle. I got out a F yeah and high five random guys.
So a Big Dumper Inspired Bad Choice Friday with the Black Eyed Peas. It's just too much.
I do
so
like
dumb.
Fergie. I would like to see her lady humps.
Right.
Yeah.
Or lady lumps, whatever she calls them.
She call them whatever she wants. But the song is so bad.
This is a bad song.
Yeah, but how did it get popular?
I don't
They
know.
were just on fire for a few years. Yeah.
Yeah, they couldn't do anything wrong,
And
including this.
This is a good song back in the day that girls would dance to in the club.
I mean, it serves a purpose.
Correct.
Yes. A terrible song.
Black Eyed Peas and My Hum's taking on Sir Mix-a-Lot.
I like
Cube was in town.
Oh, yeah.
So so Ice Cube has been on the show before. There was a chance that we maybe could interview Ice Cube.
Correct.
We didn't know if he was going to come in the morning or maybe pop in the afternoon, whatever the deal was. Either way, it just couldn't happen. But, so our buddy Eric Powers over at Hot is trying to facilitate all this, right?
Yeah.
So he's talking to the Ice Cube people. He's going to be in the morning. He's going to be in the afternoon. When is he going to walk in and surprise Ted again like he did the first time? That never happened. But somebody from Cube's crew was on the phone with Eric Powers. Now, there's like 2 or 3 hours. This is 2 or 3 hours before the show.
Yes.
It says, can you get a hold of Sir Mix-a-Lot so he can open up for me?
We're just
And
what?
Powers, it's like, why are you calling me?
Right. What'd you call Mix?
You know, could you give him a day's notice?
Something. It's a couple hours before late.
I'm sure if he would have known,
He would have done it.
He would have done it for sure. But you can't call him like 2 hours before and go, hey, why don't you come to Climate Pledge and open up for me?
Dude, I'll tell you what, credit to Sir Mix-a-Lot. He played a Sunday afternoon once at Summer Meltdown out in Darrington on Sunday in the beer garden.
Damn.
And
Really?
he turned it out.
Oh, yeah?
I mean, all the, hippies were dancing on stage because he brings girls on stage wherever he is. And he's just like,
man.
get up here. But I mean, it's just funny to see like all the kind of wooks and festival people just partying to Sir Mix-a-Lot.
Sir Mix-a-Lot, Baby Got Back, taking on the Black Eyed Peas and My Humps. Vote now if you follow us on X at Men's Room Live. One of those 2 tunes coming up right after we drink and toast with the shout of the day. Okay, our question today, we're going to talk about a memorable day you've had. And whether it was just something that was maybe unfortunate, something that was maybe like just a cool experience that you had, a random experience that you had. What happened to make it a day that you will always remember or a day that you'll never forget? 206-803-ROCK, as we start with a story about a guy up in Maine. And the title is, You Should Play the Lottery. That's a piece of advice that tends to be doled out when someone seems to be having a lucky day.
Yeah.
And that was certainly the case with a golfer who got not 1, but 2 holes in 1 in the same round. He did exactly that after leaving the course. And that turned out to be a good move based on how much he won from a scratch-off ticket that he bought. Now, they say most golfers will never get to experience the rush that comes with getting a hole-in-one.
How many times have you done it now?
5.
You've done 5?
5.
I thought you were 3.
No, I'm a 5.
What were your last 2 holes in one?
I've hit 2 hole-in-ones in the last 3 months.
Really?
Yes.
Is it hole-in-ones or holes in one?
Holes in one.
Holes in one?
You know, brag the thrill?
No, I don't think I told you.
I did not know he was up to 5.
If he's on vacation and hits one,
I get
a text. It's like, I got one, sucker. I'm like, all right.
Damn.
And it really just pisses off Jay.
Oh, does it?
Oh, yeah.
Because he's never had one?
Correct.
Oh, sorry, Jay Johnson.
Oh, damn.
Man, I'm so sorry that happened to you. It is a very special day when it happens. I know you haven't had that feeling before, but it's really exhilarating.
I mean,
I'm just saying, like when it happens, you just go, wow, it's like the greatest day of your life.
I was in Cape Cod, and he texts me, and I go, son of a bitch. Right. And my aunt's like, we're sitting on the beach. She's like, what is wrong? And I go, I got a hole in one. She's like, isn't that good? I'm like, yeah, but it's a running joke that he doesn't get him.
Right.
So I go, so good for him, but he's ruining and throwing out a joke.
Okay, the worst one was the one that I had like 3 months ago. Okay, I'm playing golf with two guys, and they weren't paying attention to my shot. And I go, hey, watch this ball. It's going in the hole. Right. I mean, I called it. It was still, it hadn't even crested yet. I was like, seriously, Charlie, watch this. It's going in the hole. The other guy we're playing with, like, Mike, watch this. It's going in the hole. Boom. Clink in a hole. I said, I told you it was going in a hole. The last one I barely saw. But this guy hits 2. And they say a hole-in-one would definitely fall under one of the best days of your life if you ever did that. But earlier this month at Cabo Sea Colony Golf Course, this is in Monmouth, Maine, they held their 44th annual charity tournament to raise funds for various organizations in the state that the golf course is located in. Now, according to WGME TV,
can't trust them.
Anton Lawrence signed up for the scramble with his son, a brother who was visiting from Louisiana,
a brother,
and a buddy who
not his brother, just a brother.
Yeah, a brother.
What's up, brother? You want to shoot some golf
from Louisiana?
Yeah, come on now, you line up that hole, hit that ball.
Hey, dude, you hit that hole in one again?
I said a brother, not his brother.
I'm the only brother. I'm the only black guy in Maine.
A brother from Louisiana.
It's me and the guy on the Dan Patrick Show. That's it. 2 black people in Maine, same time.
A brother from Louisiana.
This happened on.
Y'all got some good water up here now.
This happened on September 13th. He had been playing golf for over 40 years without ever getting a hole-in-one, but that was no longer the case by the time the day wrapped up. He pulled out his driver on the par 4 8th and managed to find the cup, which is a big deal.
What was it, like 360?
I don't know. He harnessed the same strategy later in the round while getting his second ace of the day on a par 3. That was his second one. His foursome did end up winning the tournament, thanks in no small part to the fact that he got 2 holes in ones. So he told everybody about the holes in one when he got back, and someone said, hey, you need to buy a lottery ticket after the round. So he did. He ended up trying his luck on Powerball and a couple of scratch-offs, which included a Jurassic Park theme one. That one netted him over $500. We have that scratch-off in lottery in Maryland, or I'm sorry, Washington as well.
What, the Jurassic Park one?
Yeah.
Why are they doing the Jurassic Park?
Listen, I've done scratch-offs.
Movie came out in 1990, goddamn 4. Why are we excited about it now?
I don't know. But
it's just the Jurassic Park scratch.
I will tell you this. I've played a lot of scratch-offs in my life. I've never won $500.
What's the most you've won on a scratch-off? Because you have them every day.
200.
That's the most you've won. How much do you think you've won since we've been in this building?
I won 35 yesterday, and I won 50 today.
All right.
So I just take the $30 I have and put it back into the machine.
Just buy more tickets.
And I get more tickets with that. Today I won 50. So, you know.
All right.
I'm 15 up.
And how much do you spend a day on these?
Typically during the week I don't have to. I just take my winnings.
Just take the winnings and keep it going.
Rolling. So if I only have like a $5 winner, I'll buy a $5 ticket.
All right.
And then if I have but sometimes I have to start over. But it's not like I'll
start over. You mean lose?
Well, I'll take the $200 if I win that, and I'll go down and
that's bar money
and pee that away down on the weekend.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm the old man. Every time I buy one, I'm like, they're getting too complicated.
I heard you the other day.
Yeah.
I don't know what you were playing, but it's like, Miles, come here for a second, man.
What does this mean?
I'm doing a scratch off. Do I have to match? What was it like? Match all of them or 2 of them or whatever?
There's a bunch of them now. It's like I remember you just scratch 5 numbers and matches you win.
That's it.
But again, I sound like the old get off my lawn.
See, but here's what you need.
No, but you're not wrong. Look, man. We're doing a scratch off, right? We just want to win money. Don't make it complicated. Like you said, if I see $300-$500 things, I want $500.
My dumb ass. I'm the person who enjoys playing the game, scratching them all off. The people that are the real gambling addicts that I see, they just scratch off the barcode and put it under the thing. They don't
see if they won.
They don't even play the game. Like I see those guys all the time.
Come on.
That's what I'm saying. Like, play that game. It's tic-tac-toe. Who cares?
Right.
But it's still fun to play the game. You know? I don't have to, look, I won $100 and not know how I did it.
I mean, look, a couple years ago at a White Elephant party for Christmas, I threw some scratchers and I think like a can of beer. And then later in the party, somebody was like, dude, thanks. I won $200.
You're kidding me.
I was like, you got it. Right.
You're kidding me.
Right. I mean, I'm just like, the one I bought actually was a winner.
And you gave it away.
It is. You want people to do well. Years ago, at Ravens pregame, so everyone's out there tailgating. I got to walk around. What the hell is that guy's name from the lottery?
Oh, Buddy Ruga.
Buddy Ruga. It's a guy named Buddy Ruga. He ran the Maryland lottery. Super nice guy. But we walked around together, and we handed out scratch-offs. And I always remember just going up to this one massive tailgate. They're already having a great time. I'm working. Hey, anybody want a free scratch-off? Naturally, everyone's like, yeah.
Yeah.
So he handed people. Everyone starts scratching. And as we're walking away, this lady loses her ass. She won $10,000. God. And look, I mean, I'm happy for her, but I'm thinking to myself, like, it's hot outside. My feet hurt. I'm just handing people money, but I can't even legally play the lottery now. Because my station is associated with this guy. But just watching people win money, I'm like,
we did the same thing.
This annoys me.
We did the same thing at a radio station in Hagerstown. So the Maryland Lottery, they would just give us stacks of their new games.
But you couldn't play them. That's the whole thing. I'm not saying I didn't. I'm saying legally I'm not
we would show up.
to.
There was this one bar in Hagerstown. It was a peanut bar. So, you know, peanuts on the floor.
Love them.
Yeah, I mean, it was a cool bar. Cool vibe in there. But, I mean, as much as you tried to hand those things out, you still had a ton of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I had like a whole brick of those bad boys. And I kind of thought, as I scratched them at home, the fact that I'd only won like maybe $30, $35 out of all these, that maybe they weren't the actual real ones. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Like there's
Right, if you
there's
scratched
no
off-
way you could win with this pack. It's just kind of a way to get people to play the game, maybe.
I got you. Right.
Like, it might not be the real deal. I don't know. That was just my assumption.
I had heard that it was the real deal.
I scratched the living hell out of those. And
nothing?
Nothing. I
Really?
mean, like $35.
I'd heard a guy
like that thick.
He won $118 is what I was told.
Is that right?
Yeah, because apparently he had a stack after
Yeah.
tailgate, took him home and scratched. I mean, I don't know. It's just what I was told, but won $118 bucks.
Well, and I've told this before. There was a guy that worked with my mother for years, but he drank at town hall where I worked, right?
All right.
And he was a big dude, and he was loud, but he had like a real scratchy, like weird voice, right? I don't know. He sounded like almost like a weird chick.
All right.
Like if you met this guy once, you couldn't forget him.
Okay.
So anyhow, one day the guy in front of him buys a scratch off and got $1,000. I couldn't remember if it was a week or a month, probably a month.
Dang.
Wow.
For
Okay, all right.
for life. But every time that guy came into the bar, this guy Steve, you'd hear him go, $1,000 a month for life. And he would just scream it. It was like, Steve, shut up.
Right.
Because I guess he let him in front of him or
Oh, no
something.
way.
He just wouldn't let it go. And it was just like, dude, the guy's fine.
Right.
He's a nice dude. Like, it's your fault.
Oh, people get bitter about that.
Yeah. As far as the question, what happened to make it a day you'll always remember and never forget? Talking about the electricity last night at the game, Cal Raleigh's 60th home run obviously put the Mariners all-star catcher into one of the most exclusive clubs in baseball. And it made for a memorable moment in the outfield stands as well at T-Mobile. So during the win on Wednesday night, the fan who caught Raleigh's 60th home run ball gave it away to a boy in the right field seats. Now, team security workers led the child and his father away to have the ball authenticated. The Mariners said the boy traded the ball for a bat signed by Raleigh and an invitation to watch batting practice on the field.
All right.
Which is a pretty cool thing. The Mariners
I
also
would have held out for playoff tickets. That's just me.
They also connected with the man who gave the ball away, and he and his family met with Raleigh before last night's game. Now, earlier in the day, Mariners senior manager of communications, Adam Gresh, made a plea on social media for anyone who knows this incredible fan to send him a DM. The man, identified by his first name, Glenn, got a signed bat and 2 baseballs from Raleigh, and he gave the balls to his kids. But to be in a situation where not only are you at the game, he hits this home run. It is the 60th home run.
Right.
You get this ball. I mean, and then you give it away to a kid. Strong move.
That is a strong move.
I'm not sure I would have done that.
Good for him.
All
I don't know that I could have
fairness
done it either.
But
then he gets to be
he's
Cal.
also playing, right. You're also playing obviously this is on TV based on, any home run is, but this is the 60th home run. I have this ball. Here's a kid I don't know. You know something good. The Mariners are going to reach out to you. I mean, I would hand it to the kid. I'd have held him aside. My name is Steve. You reach me at this email address because they're going to hook you up.
Okay, but
You're not wrong.
Okay,
I just think in the moment I wouldn't have thought about that. I just would have been like, I got it.
I got 60. But you're also hedging your bets on one thing. So maybe Cal does get that ball back. Maybe it's his. Okay. What happens if he hits one tonight or tomorrow? Is that ball matter? Does it matter anymore?
Yes.
It does because of the number.
Does.
Because it's 60.
Because of the number.
Because it's post 60.
So this is like a birthday thing. You know, like if you're 31, no one cares. But if you're 30, it's a big deal. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean,
what if he hits 62?
Like, remember.
Okay, now if he ties Aaron Judge, isn't that now the ball? And the 60 ball doesn't matter?
No,
in my mind, it does.
I still think for him as a catcher,
all right,
and it's the American League, I think that 60 ball matters more.
So he hit 63.
That's
I had
the
63rd one.
Well,
Miles has 60.
My ball isn't worth anything to me. I mean, it's worth something to me because he hit that home run and I got it. But in the grand scheme of things,
but so would you spend more on 63 or 60?
Like Cal's got this ball now. Right. So what?
So when McGuire broke the record, Roger Maris's record, right? It was always 61.
Yeah.
I think I'd rather have 62 than whatever he ended up with.
Just because
the
it breaks
one
the
that
record.
breaks the
The
record.
one that breaks the record.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Right, because we got to rack our brains to remember Bonds hit what, 73?
72.
72, right? But it was like, it was so relatively right after McGuire did it. You're kind of like,
right.
All right, cool. But 61 was just a record that stood forever.
Look, I'm not saying that the steroid era should not exist in baseball, but as far as the records go, one thing that has never, ever, ever been brought up about Barry Bonds.
His arm thing?
His arm thing.
Yeah.
He could
Miles brings it up.
He could throw his hands with that lock on his elbow.
Yeah.
And he just threw his hands and it would automatically lock in. Now that's the key position to hit a baseball, is to lock in. He basically had a cheat bracket that
But he wasn't on steroids, Miles.
that did it for him.
Yeah.
It put him in that position. No other baseball player has ever worn that bracket.
Oh, really?
Just Barry Bonds.
Mm-hmm.
and look what he could do with it. I mean, that's basically like,
yeah.
I mean, hell, you might as well have been playing with a bat that looked like, one of the wiffle ball bats, one of the big.
The big red one.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I mean, Barry Bonds is also just like, you were already a Hall of Famer. You were arguably one of the greatest greatest baseball players of all time, with his arm, with his speed, with his bat.
Well, he was a 40 for 40 guy for the Pirates for years.
Right.
What happened to make it a day you'll always remember or never forget? 206-803-ROCK.
This
to the official after party. But before we kick this bitch off, let's take a look back at the first 1,000 shows. 99.9 Rock KISW.
Miles Montgomery, the Ted Smith, Steve the Thrill Hill, the Ted Smith, Ben the Psycho Muppet. Afternoons on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
The winner is... Are you kidding me? I won the whole damn thing, baby! Woo! Stop it! Rock and roll.
It's morning. Ben the Psycho Muppet and Miles Montgomery from the Mincho. We're filling in. It's Ted's Excellent Adventure number 3. Only there's no Ted.
Yeah, we got to go find him, I guess. So we're going to do one of those things. So it's an excellent adventure to find Ted for his excellent adventure.
All right, we're on our way to Seafair here, and still no sign of Ted.
Well, he's not going to show up while we're in the limo.
That's a good point.
But I think if we crack some Miller Lights, he'll hear like the beck and call. It'll be like Ted's mating call. And he'll go, Miller Light. It'll be like the bat signal. First I was excited about the limo. Then I was excited about the Miller Light. Now, golf carts. My day is made. Tassels on my face.
We love drinking. We got our own goddamn beer, so thank you. This is going to be an awesome night. Just like Ron Jeremy or Peter North. We're going to have a good time tonight and drinks a lot of Men's Room Original Ale. We do have some of the t-shirts that kind of...
Thanks for everyone who...
Remind you to drink responsibly.
Yup. I don't even know how I'm gonna get home.
The Rock of Seattle. The Throwdown in T-Town.
Here are your results.
Starting with the thumb wrestling deathmatch. The digit crushing warrior is Steve the Thrill Hill from the men's room. Jolene's colossal cockfight. Your sumo hero is Mono Nick from the BJ Shea Morning Experience. Finally, your main event champion, Double R from the BJ Shea Morning Experience. 99.9.
Dance, bacon, dance.
Yeah. You gotta sizzle, Ted. It's like bacon.
Bacon. You know you love me.
5 seconds.
That's sour. I feel good.
Man, 15.
I didn't get much sour, Ben. Another victory!
Down the hola, bitchola.
Dumbasses. Oh, Thrill's dripping down his shirt, too. Ted's still working.
That might have been the worst thing I've ever done in my life. Could somebody just go over there and press the button, please?
Anything?
Yeah? How bad? Is it building?
Is it getting worse?
How bad
worse?
is it?
Ted is saying yes. So it just gets worse and worse.
It does. Oh, good gravy. Damn, isn't that something? For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. You gotta swallow it. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Are you ready?
All I gotta do is brush it?
You're going to brush your teeth with caviar. Yeah. Tube liquid caviar.
Why not? It can't be that hard, can it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sure. Now that is gangsta.
I think he hates it.
And 1.
Kid Rock just passed you a beer. I guess
it's... Unfortunately, what you're about to hear is real. The members of this program are not that bright, or what some people would call educated. They are merely stupid. They're not trying to offend anyone on purpose, and all have played doctors on TV. You have been warned and are cordially invited to join the party. This is the Men's Room. Live on the free Odyssey app. Text the guys at 206-803-ROCK from the Pinky's Plumbing Studio. You're in the Men's Room.
Routine walk turned wild for one Florida woman when she found herself wrestling an alligator. Danny Wright, a resident of Land O'Lakes north of Tampa. It's called Land O'Lakes.
Yes, it is.
It's an actual place. Stepped out Wednesday with her 4-month-old Shih Tzu Dax and was near a creek behind her home when a 5-foot gator shot out of the water and latched onto Dax's collar. Wright, a professional pet sitter and former college rugby player, says she instinctively gripped the leash and found herself being pulled into the shallow water. She managed to yank Dax from the gator's jaws and tossed the dog to the shore. In the process, though, the alligator then clamped onto her left arm. She responded by fighting back, punching, kicking, and even flipping the gator over in the water. She eventually broke free and scrambled back to shore with Dax, who escaped unscathed. The ordeal left Wright with several bites, but she did not need stitches. I was lucky. It was a small gator, she told The Times. Paramedics treated her at the scene, giving her a tetanus shot, some antibiotics. Wildlife trappers soon captured and removed the gator, which is expected to be euthanized. I freaking fought an alligator and won, she said. They say alligator attacks in Florida remain uncommon, with the state averaging just 8 unprovoked bites requiring medical care per year. Doesn't that seem like a lot to you?
I feel like we've been going down this road. This year alone, I feel like there's been more than that.
Right.
Where was it at?
It was
Texas?
in
Land O'Lakes,
Lakes, Florida.
Oh. I mean, I guess it depends on how many gators there are. Then you go, it doesn't happen often. Look at them.
The woman who got bit, she stresses the need for vigilance in gator country. I never saw the alligator coming. If you live in Florida or anywhere, there are gators. You have to keep your eye out 24/7. But if the Massachusetts native finds herself in a similar situation again, she says she's going to do the same thing. I wasn't going to listen to my dog get eaten. I'd end up in a psych ward if I went through that.
Any idea what that is?
I have no idea what that is.
I don't know what that music was.
Is Mike on the line? He's not.
No.
No, hang on.
Yeah. I'm here.
Was that you?
No.
Boom, 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 boom.
I've never even heard that music before.
I've never heard it in my life.
Oh, dang it. Is it something I have on the computer, Mike?
I'm not sure.
It could. I didn't hear it on my end, so it might be.
Are you on a porn site?
It sounded like
No, it's just on Bro Bible.
Boom, 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 boom.
That's why you guys looked at me, and I thought like Miles was playing.
No, we had no idea what that was.
Maybe it did go out over the air. Was it just in our headphones?
No, it went out of the air.
It had to go over there.
Yeah.
I'm assuming it went
Well,
over
last
there.
caller. What happened to make it a day you always remember and never forget? 206-803-ROCK.
Sorry.
Hello, John. Welcome to the men's room.
Hello, John.
Baseline from 72.
Hola.
Hola.
So, John, did you just hear that music a couple seconds ago?
That was my awesome baseline from 72.
Yeah,
sure
it was John. He was playing.
Yeah,
Okay.
we got you.
Thanks, John.
Thanks, John.
Yeah, no sweat. Yeah, I just wanted to pump it up, you know.
Yeah, we got you, man.
I appreciate you having my back.
So what happened on your day?
You guys are talking about so many cool things today. The Kool-Aid guy, I was thinking about when you were talking about the Schlitz beer Raging Bull.
Yeah.
I think the Kool-Aid guy was the children's version of the Schlitz beer Raging Bull.
You're right.
You're not wrong, man.
Yeah.
You're right. You just waited for him.
Well, you also remember they put bulls in commercials all the time. There used to be
keep saying that. What are the other bulls?
All right, okay, so like,
I remember the
it was
Schlitz malt liquor bull.
It was like Dean Witter or one of those companies, right?
The insurance.
And they had a
Merrill
bull.
Lynch.
Merrill Lynch.
They had a bull walking through a china shop.
Okay, well,
You see what I'm saying?
the bull is their mascot.
All right,
There's two.
There's bulls everywhere.
Where's another bull?
Well,
I'm
that's
sure there were
because the
many.
Chicago Bulls were doing well at the time.
Didn't the Miller Lite guys have a bull in one of their commercials as well?
No, they were getting fights.
Like the
less filling, tastes great.
Tastes great.
And they were getting into a brawl, but
Yeah.
there was no bull.
Okay.
I'm glad you asked him. Because
I'm
he said the
going through
third
my-
time. It's like, come on, Miles.
There were
was
a
all-
lot of.
it was
There
all
was
the rage.
the bulls. You brought up the Kool-Aid Man. The other one I remember as a kid, Hawaiian Punch.
Yeah, that guy would punch
This
us.
kid would walk up to like this fat idiot basically and say, "Do you want a Hawaiian
Dude.
Punch?" And the guy would say, "Yeah," and then dude would punch him.
That was a Hawaiian Punch guy?
You don't remember these
No.
commercials? He would say, "Hey, do you want a Hawaiian Punch?"
Sneaky dude, yeah.
And
He
this
just-
dude would say, "Yeah." And so Hawaiian Punch guy would punch the guy that he asked the question, then open his own Hawaiian Punch and walk away.
Yeah.
You can't believe you don't remember that.
No, I don't.
I mean, you waited for that moment. As soon as-
1970s,
I
you
got
think?
my sodas as a child.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, 1970s. All right, you checking it out? Yeah.
Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah.
All right.
He's asking that
There you
dude,
go.
"You want a Hawaiian Punch?"
Boom! Jeez, a whiz.
Yeah, he was always just like hitting people off the top.
Yeah.
Violent.
Violent soul.
And then that one poor
You
kid
did.
gave his Tootsie Pop to the owl. Owl just ate it. I know. It was a rough time for kids.
All
All right, John, what was your memorable day?
3. Well, one time I was trying to be really cool and impress my brother because I had this huge fart. And I thought, I'm going to light this fart on fire. It's going to be like a blue flamer. And I did. But the thing was, it was so big that my sweat started catching on fire, and I had to pat it out real quick, and I just totally hit my nards way too hard.
That is the day that
You'll
you're going to
never
remember. I lit my pants on fire with
Jesus,
a fart.
well, thanks for starting it
and
out that way,
smashed
John.
my testicles.
Didn't your buddy like burn the inside of his rectum?
Yeah.
Call him Nards, dude.
Nards, yeah. It was my buddy Tony. And at that time, we were always doing the blue flamers. And we'd roll on our back, light it up. And Tony rolls on his back. And I'm telling you, man, he lit his fart. And I swear to God, it looked like Kiss coming on stage. It was just... He screamed and then runs out of the room. We're in a basement. So me and the other guy, Paul, we're on the ground dying of laughter. Tony comes back downstairs. He's now wearing Paul's mother's shorts. I still don't, keep in mind, Paul had a father as well. I do not know why he put on his mom's shorts. But he comes downstairs. He's holding his shorts and his underwear, his tidy whities, and there's a hole burned straight through him. It looked like someone put a cigar on it. But he burned the inside of his butt, and so he couldn't, like, sit down. And I guess his problem was his mom was a nurse. So when he went home, he wouldn't sit down. His mother's like, what is wrong with you? Why wouldn't you sit down? He just didn't want to tell her. I burned the inside of my butt.
What happened to make it a day you'll always remember or never forget? 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Doug. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, liquor and whores.
Hola.
So I got to say, Ted Smith, you have to do that bacon suit again. Come on.
Are you watching it on YouTube, I guess?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, that's
I don't know where that bacon costume even exists anymore.
My Friday was yesterday. It was a good day off today, so let's go.
Nice.
That bacon suit was awesome.
I'm sure you can buy one on Amazon.
Well, my buddy, the one I used to use for bacon salt to bacon soda, my buddy made that.
He actually made that himself.
Right, but it was just
it's like a sponge, wasn't it?
It was. So like you couldn't we went down to the market and I caught a fish in it, and we'd be like, if somebody had a cigarette, be like, do not get near bacon.
Oh really?
Because it was just spray paint and like this foam. I would have died.
The dangers of being a bacon mascot.
Yeah, but we had to like yell at people, like, get away from the bacon.
Bacon's on fire.
Oh my God.
Hello, bring the bacon man back. Bacon all the way.
Yeah. So what was your day?
So my day was the day my son was born 11 years ago, and I was on about 9 NOS energy drinks.
What time of day was he born?
So he was basically, the old lady was in labor for 15 hours or something, but I was on 15 and he was born. It was my first born miracle child. And as soon as he was born, I was good until the placenta came out.
Yeah, I was going to say, what is it that you remember? Like, I remember the birth of both of my children, but that explains itself. It's the other things you did not expect to see, either before or after the birth. Those are the memories I truly have about the moment. Like, my kid was born, they were crying. Whoop-de-doo. They get wiped off. The other things you see that you're just not prepared for, you're like, oh, my God.
Do you normally drink that many energy drinks?
Yeah, I drink NOS energy drinks. That's all I drink. But the day my son was born, it was the greatest day. And then the day he was born and the placenta came out, my job called me and told me I was fired.
What?
Yeah.
You saw a placenta being released and then lost your job.
Why did they fire you?
Yep. Because I took the time off for my son to be born.
You took one day off work and you got fired for it?
Yep.
You don't want to work there.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's not a job you want.
Over in Tri-Cities, and I'm over here in Tacoma right now, and I drive by your guys' studio every day.
Oh, it's amazing. It's amazing you can even drive through here because the traffic sucks so bad.
Slowly.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Oh, yeah, no, trust me, it does suck.
How bad are your teeth? I got to ask, how are your teeth like falling out of your mouth after drinking all those energy drinks?
Oh, I got dentures, so I'm good.
All right.
There you go, Miles.
All right.
Man, I've already ruined them.
When you have dentures, man, do you pull them out every night?
No. It's all good. I got the top ones, but the bottom ones I lost on my 25th birthday because I had to fight with a tree.
Okay, I'm guessing the tree won.
Were you on a bicycle?
No, I was just really intoxicated.
I see.
And what, just on foot, ran into a tree? How'd the tree knock out your teeth?
I thought I was my best friend, and then we started going at it, and I figured out it was a tree, and I just went face plant right into a tree.
Okay. So you're kind of a living miracle.
Yep.
All right.
Do you? I just gotta ask. Do you drink like booze or anything else, or it's just these energy drinks are your thing?
No. Well, no. During the day, I drink energy drinks, and at night when I get home from work, I drink 211s and Mandarin's IPA.
Damn.
Wow.
All right.
Okay.
Steel Reserve and IPAs.
It's a good thing you already have your dentures.
Your men's room IPA is up here in Parkland at the QFC on Tacoma, across from the Showgirls and Fox's Entertainment.
Also, it's very convenient for you to stop there and
perfect.
Do some things, get some beers.
No, I'm good. I've never been to a strip club, and I am 41 years old.
Okay.
I'm good.
Yeah, you're about time, my man.
Have you been in the Showgirls across the street?
Nope.
All right, I'm just curious.
I'd rather go to the weed shop across the street.
Are they actually serving beer in the strip clubs now? They
are they?
It's official.
What's the famous one up? Like Lake City has a bunch of them up my way, but whatever. Rick's.
All right.
Kind of the famous one.
Yeah.
So one of the let's just say I know somebody that works there.
Okay. Which side of the where?
He works like the door.
Okay, all right. Well, that's not the one I wanted you to know.
I know. He is a fan of the show, though, if you want to go in.
Cool.
But yeah, they have a full bar now. I see the sign all the time. They have like $7 beers.
The sign, yeah. I'm sure it's the sign.
I haven't. You know what's funny?
Is it liquor or just beer?
Oh, they have both.
Really?
Really?
So I haven't been in yet, but I should, because that was always my issue with strip clubs in Washington.
We've been bitching about that for years.
Correct.
You had to go to Portland, and now you don't. And I don't know anyone who's actually gone.
I'll tell you what, I'm going to be on fire tomorrow.
You might end up there.
I might end up there.
You're going to get those ribbon egg rolls, do a race. It's going to be a big day.
Watch Diplo.
Maybe tomorrow is your day.
If the Huskies beat Ohio State, I'll be in a strip club.
What happened to
I
making
might
a
be
day?
there if they beat Ohio State, bro.
I'll fly back. What happened to making a day you'll always remember and never forget? 206-803-ROB.
Right. I'm like, what are you doing in here? Like, I did a 5K. I watched Diplo. The Mariners are awesome. The Huskies are great.
I'm going to a strip club.
Go to the strip club, baby. Hello, Brock. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, bitches.
Hola.
Hey, I'm really digging the new call sign, Cal ISW. That's pretty cool. I like that.
You like the Cal ISW, yes. Are we still doing that today, or did the Cats put the kibosh on it?
Oh, no. We only reserve one day for the Mariners here.
But they're still in the playoffs.
Wow.
Mike coming
Mike's
in
been
from
waiting.
top rope. Absolute elbow to the head.
I just sit here like a sniper waiting for my shot.
I know you got it.
God,
Bam.
Way to convert.
Wow.
Yeah.
1 shot, 1 kill.
Jack.
Can't have too much good juju in here.
So, Brock, what happened?
Coolest thing to watch. So.
What's that?
I said, I'm a 57-year-old man that grew up in Seattle my whole life, so watching Cal do this is really like once-in-a-lifetime kind of thing, so it's pretty cool.
Well, if you're a Mariners fan, yeah.
It
once in a
literally
lifetime.
is.
It is once in a lifetime.
So this is back in 88. I'm 19 years old. I'm up at college. I got 2 buddies that are ski buddies with me, and they're from Vancouver, Washington. So the 10-year anniversary was coming up of the eruption of Mount St. Helens, and they wanted to go hike it that day. We get a pass to go up there. You had to put in to try to get up there, and we did. And this is the first time I'd ever hiked. I'd skied my whole life, but I never hiked up a mountain before, so I wasn't prepared at all. Didn't think it'd be snowing. Didn't have the proper gear for the conditions. I'm in cotton and just the wrong kind of stuff. We get like 3/4 of the way up, and I'm just soaked because it was raining in the lower half of the mountain. And my 2 buddies, Mason and John, they go up a little further. I said, I'm just going to hang here and I'm going to eat my lunch. And my lunch was a can of SpaghettiOs and a Snickers. That's what it was like back then, So,
nice. Sure, yeah. Camping food.
So I watched them hike up the way, and then they kind of disappear into the clouds, and then all of a sudden a blizzard comes out of nowhere, and I'm just sitting there on this little knoll, and I can't see up the hill, I can barely see down the hill, and I'm just by myself, and I start to stress out. I'm there for a good 10 minutes, and it's just a whiteout, and I decide that I'm going to ski down to get out of where I was. I figured if I got a little lower, I would get out of the snow area. And so I just start skiing, and I get lost. I have no idea where I'm going. Get down to where I'm in the trees. I skied all the way down to where the trees are, and just lost. So I kind of give up at that point, and I make myself a little hut underneath the tree with my skis and my jacket, and just sit there and smoke a little weed and hang out and try to figure out what I'm going to do next. And then I was there for a good half hour, and my buddies, they came down, and it cleared out after I left, and they were able to follow my tracks. So all of a sudden I hear them yelling, Brock, Brock. And it's like, oh my God, I thought I was going to die, one of those things. And they're like, "Oh my God, you idiot! You got us so lost. We were following your tracks. You're nowhere close where we need to be." And so we had to weed whack down through the brush and trees and all that. And it turns out we end up right at our van that we had parked in the morning, and all was good.
Damn. Okay, yeah. Yeah, it'd be terrifying.
You think you're going to die, and the last meal you have is SpaghettiOs and a Snickers bar.
Mm-hmm.
And classic skier or snowboarder. I'm in trouble. Roast a bowl first.
That mountain.
I was thinking the same thing. Like you're setting this up like
I would not do that.
I am in trouble. I must get stoned.
And none of us are ones to like look down on you for smoking weed. But
No.
like that doesn't seem like the time to roast a bowl.
When Steve and I got to the top of that mountain in Alaska, we could see this cloud coming. You could see it coming over the Pacific, and then it hit Anchorage, and then Anchorage disappeared. But we're above it. So
it looked like a single Simpsons cloud.
Yeah, but it's huge, and it crawled up the mountain, man, and just smacked us right in the face. And the next thing you know, like we're in a complete whiteout. I mean, we're covered in water in a weird way because you're inside the cloud.
Yeah. It was unreal. And like the
weird.
temperature drops about 20 degrees.
And it was fast. It was like it just happened.
Because the sky had been blue, and then, like he said, it's a gray out. Everyone's soaked, but it's not raining, right? The temperature's dropped. You're freezing cold. Then the cloud just keeps drifting.
And then it goes behind you.
Your temperature goes right back up.
Then the sun goes back out.
The only thing I've seen like that,
that was pretty cool, though.
That was weird.
Like when I was in Carson City at the Bunny Ranch, right? That was when I was there for my birthday, so it's December. So I'm out back in this suite. Already had some morning fun, so I'm just sitting there. And same thing, you could see these clouds coming in. And I mean, it couldn't have been more than 90 minutes, but a storm blew in, dumped like 4 inches of snow, and just left.
Damn.
But same thing, it was wild just watching it come off like Lake Tahoe and like, oh, here it comes. Here's all the snow, and it's gone.
What happened to make it a day that you will always remember or never forget? 206-803-ROCK.
KISW. The shenanigans continue. This is the Men's Room with Miles and Thrill.
All right, coming up at 5:08, we will drink and toast in the weekend with a shot of the day that it's Bad Choice Friday.
You know it's Bad Choice Friday. It's Bad Choice Friday. You know it's Bad Choice Friday. Hey, man, this is your fault.
Shame on. And today we have a Mariners Big Dumper inspired Bad Choice Friday featuring the Black Eyed Peas.
About her posterior there, Mike.
I thought you meant her camel toe.
What you gonna do with all that junk inside your trunk? I'm gonna get you drunk, get you love drunk off my hump, 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 my lovely little lumps. Check it out.
I wonder if the Black Eyed Peas will be like Shakespeare 200 years from now.
Can you believe the depth of the poetry? Her lady humps.
Yeah.
Who would have thought of such a thing?
Ye old lady lump.
I met a girl down at the disco. She said, hey, yeah, let's go. I could be your baby. You could be my honey. Let's spend time, not money, and mix your milk with my Cocoa Puff. Milky cocoa. Mix your milk with my Cocoa Puff. Milky right.
I'm pretty sure that is Shakespeare.
Black Eyed Peas and My Humps take it on, Sir Mix-a-Lot.
I like.
Now, if you follow us on X, it's Men's Room Live. One of those two tunes coming up right after we drink and toast with a shot of the day.
You think Mix inspired the BBL? Brazilian butt lift?
Oh, God. I don't know. He probably hopes not.
I don't know if he
surgeries.
inspired it, but I think he made it okay.
Yes. Our question today, what happened to make it a day you'll always remember or never forget? 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Warren. Welcome to the Men's Room.
Hi, how you guys doing?
Oh, well. Hola.
29 years ago, I met my wife on the CB radio, and it was the best time I ever had.
What exactly were you guys chatting about on the CB? Were you both driving trucks or what?
No, we were just farting around on the CB radio, and I didn't think that she would ever be my wife, but I'm glad I married her.
Are you still married?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
So in your defense, I don't know that I think on the other end of a CV is an attractive woman unless I was in Nevada.
So who drove?
I absolutely would not.
Who drove to meet first?
Oh, she wanted me to come see her, and I didn't think that she was going to be what she was. And I finally went down and met her, and that's all it took.
Okay, boom. Love it first.
How long had you guys been talking on the CB?
Love it first, rubber ducky.
Yeah.
Oh, not very long, like half hour, an hour.
Do you still do the CB hobby thing?
Oh, I've got one, but I don't do it.
All right.
You might be the first and only person I know, or you say, how'd you meet your wife? You say, over the CB radio.
Well, the thing, people who do shortwave radio, there's a community there, and they talk to each other all over the world.
Yeah.
It is amazing, the idea that, that wave could travel that far. And I understand how cell towers work and all that stuff, but we're talking about a radio wave. And people do. They have like whole communities where like, I'm going to talk to my buddy in the Philippines on this.
Yeah, the ham radio thing, man.
I mean, I think nowadays with technology, it's just people do it on the internet or they do it while they're gaming.
Well, that's part of the reason that a lot of the ham radio, I just read an article today about this, but they said part of the reason ham radio won't go away, and I never really thought about it, right? You have the internet, you can game. There's so many easy ways to contact people. But they said with ham radio, you don't have to rely on infrastructure.
Yes.
They said that's the big thing, right? Because I had friends at my house last night because their internet went down, but they're Hawks fans, but they couldn't watch it on Amazon, so they came over to my place to watch it, right?
Yep.
So there's a cell phone. If your battery dies, it's dumb. But they said with ham radio, the reason it endures is just, one, there's the nerd factor to it, and people like their communities, but also they said it doesn't matter what's happening in the world, they're always active.
That's one of the reasons when they were trying to kill AM radio, that they said, no, you can't do this. It's got to be in cars because in the event of emergency, the power goes out. You can start your car. You can listen to AM radio. You can get these reports. You can get these updates. You can find out all these things are going to happen. It's the same reason that they say if you have an emergency kit, you need a battery-powered radio so that you can get updates in case the power goes out.
Assuming that there's anyone at the radio station to provide that information.
That would be helpful.
Yeah.
What happened to make it a day you'll always remember or never forget? 206-803-ROCK.
Can't really pull that off on voice track, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I think you have a better shot of having somebody in person on an AM than you do on FM anymore.
AM, look, the show you're listening to might not be in the city that you are in, but there's someone at that station making sure that you're
Here's the problem. The disaster has more than likely already occurred, and you would be called in just to do those updates. Because I used to be on an emergency response team. Same exact thing.
I feel better.
The problem is that if you're in a tornado alley or something like that, that's where you're screwed. You can say, "Hey, this hurricane's coming. I can see this. We can get ready. We can evacuate.
Sure, you got days.
We have some time to get ready for this." It's the tornadoes. It's the tsunamis. It's those type of things.
Well, that's what happened to the other company with that train.
That was in somewhere
Minnesota
north. I think it was Minnesota. And I won't throw the company under the bus, but they had what I want to say is a 5-station cluster in this particular town, but no one was there. Everything's running on computer. That is fine. It saves the company money, which is what they care about. But then the train derailed. And the thing about the train is it was not a passenger plane or train. It was a cargo train, and it was carrying some kind of chlorine something.
Some kind of hazardous gas.
Right. So the problem was people hear the train go off the rails, they go out to check, they drop dead. The fire department's called because there's a train that's derailed, and the fire people start dropping dead. Then they realize, okay, this is a poisonous cloud. Well, let the radio stations know so that they can warn people not to come here. No one was there to take the call, so hundreds of people in this town are, like anything, they're going to go see the wreckage. You can't see this cloud, and these people are dropping dead or have to go to the hospital.
Yeah.
What happened to make it a day you'll always remember or never forget? 206-803-ROCK. And that was my one experience of obviously 9/11 was a big deal. For everybody.
Sure.
But, the idea of being on the air when that was going on and not being able to give anyone updates. We knew a plane was coming toward D.C. We knew it. We couldn't. There was nothing we could do. They would not send that EAS test off or the actual alert.
Yeah.
And that, to me, I'm just like, we had the manual out on the board. We've been trained on this, but we're still.
This is the moment.
We're ready to go, man. Surely they've got something to say.
Nope.
And it just hit. And you're just like, Jesus Christ, man, what are you doing?
And you remember who
why are we doing
basically
this?
started providing the information about New York City at that time was Howard Stern's show.
Yeah.
That's the only time they actually showed that man respect because they were like, he's bad, he's evil, he's blah, blah, blah. But while the news people are freaking out and politicians are tight-lipped and everyone's going into hiding, Stern sent Robin down there to do her thing, right? And so she's getting actual reports, but I always remember watching CNN. And CNN, going on about 9/11, it's still that day. But it blew my mind that they said, it has been confirmed by Howard Stern. And I thought, we're in an upside-down world now.
Correct.
Yeah.
I mean, that's crazy.
And my buddy was in Manhattan. So I called my buddy, because he was supposed to come down and I've told the story before, for Cal Ripken's, one of his final games.
Yeah.
Not the last one, but one leading up to it. So he's in Manhattan. I'm calling him like crazy, trying to get a live update of what the hell's going on there. And the phone rings. Phone rang a couple times. I left a voicemail at one point in time. Dude, call me back. What in the hell's going on? Now, I knew Chris was a day trader. I did not know he worked at the World Trade Center. I did not know he worked for Cantor Fitzgerald. He changed jobs every year. That's what
they do.
That's what those guys do. It's like, it's like the tech industry. You work for somebody for like a year and a half, and next thing you know, you're Facebook, then you're Amazon, Google, blah, 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 blah. He was doing the same thing. So I didn't know he was in the tower. But, 10 years, maybe 15 years after this thing happens, I saw his fiance in Morgantown. And I hadn't seen her, since they moved to New York.
Yeah.
And I was like, Kelly, do you remember me? And she's like, Miles, you're one of the only people to get through on his phone.
Yeah.
Right. So she heard your voicemails.
She heard my voicemail.
Wow.
Yeah, they gave them to her.
That's a pick-me-up.
That was crazy.
Then where does the conversation go?
But no, I didn't know. I did not know he was in that building. I did not know for a long time. Until they started announcing this stuff. It might have been like 3 or 4 weeks before I found out. That
it was a while.
Yeah, it was crazy. What happened to make it a day you'll always remember, or in this case, never forget? 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Chris. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, bichola.
Hola.
So, the year is 1987. We're at a keg party out around Lake Coeur d'Alene. Just got tapped. Underage kids were throwing the keg. Next thing you know, the sheriff shows up. Nice lady, another guy, basically shutting us down, taking the keg. My buddy, Dave, begs the lady, because we're of age. We're 19 at the time. That was drinking age.
All right.
Begs her, hey, we just paid $4 for our cups. How can we, can we drink? Bugs her enough, hammers her for just a minute or two. Next thing you know, she got her finger on the tap. The other copper's pumping away. It's flowing. She's like, well, if this beer never hit the ground, I guess it wouldn't be so bad if that was the case. At that point on, there were about 8 of us there. I don't think another drop of beer out of that. That was a 15-gallon keg. She probably poured out about 2 gallons. I bet you 8 of us drank a good 12 gallons of beer in about 15 minutes.
Jesus. How did the rest of the night go?
It was great. All she had to do was make us promise we weren't driving anywhere. We were at this park out around Lake Coeur d'Alene. She made us point out our camping spot, so we all passed out, hung out, and had a great old time.
When did the drinking age go up to 21? Do you remember?
It happened when I was, I'm going to guess 89-ish, right around 89.
Yeah.
So you kind of got grandfathered in, right?
That was Idaho. Idaho was 19.
You got it. I got grandfathered in at the time. But, that was a memorable experience. Nobody else I've ever talked to has gotten keg beer poured by a sheriff before.
That's pretty good.
So when we were 14 or 15.
I was 16, yeah.
Our fake IDs were for 19.
Mm-hmm.
So that was the drinking age then. And then as soon as we got close to 18,
they bumped it up.
Then they made it 21. We're like, you've got to be kidding.
Oh, I was so
Well, my mom tells
you
the
could
story.
smell drinking age. I mean, it was right there in front of you. And then they just yanked it away.
Because my mom tells the story about it was 18 for beer and wine.
Yeah.
Then it was 19.
Then you had to be 21 for liquor. But I'm just like, that would seem hard for a bartender. Well, and to me, it's like, what's the difference?
It wasn't national. It was by state.
It was by state. Yeah.
So all states, I think, then at one point in time, they said, you know what, we're blanketing this. It's always going to be 21.
I don't know if this is true or not. My father swears when he was a kid, there was no drinking age. Well, it's like, well, how old did you have to be? It's like, you kind of had to be alive and be around parents that didn't care. I'm like, what? And he's like, look, he doesn't know if legally that was the case or just the family and circle that he's in. But he's like, it's not like all the kids drank, but some of the kids, 12 years old, they'd crack a beer, sit down with you and talk about whatever. He's like, I like Coca-Cola. That's what I wanted to get. But, yeah, he's like, I don't know that we had a drinking age.
Look, that is one thing about it. I mean, first beer, it was okay. I didn't want any more.
No.
I was done. I liked the beer.
What was the beer that you had a first sip of? Mine was Budweiser.
Whatever my dad had in his fridge.
My dad, he's watching football. I was probably 9 years old or something. He watched football, no big deal. Finally, I'm like, can I have a sip of beer? Because adults drink beer. So he's like, sure, man. And granted, it was Budweiser. But I remember I took a sip, thought it was the worst crap I'd ever tasted. But I remember telling my father, looking him in the eye and saying, Dad, I will never drink beer in my life. Mm-hmm. And I remember him laughing hysterically, like, okay, all right.
Yeah, I remember being that age. For my Uncle Tim's, it was probably like a Bud Light, but same thing, like, all right, go ahead. And then you're just like, oh, this is awful.
Mm-hmm. So from watching Vacation, I just wanted to be like Rusty.
Oh, you want to chug one?
So my first beer, man, I just went, and crushed the can. Because I used to crush like whatever else I had. Root beer, which, you burp like crazy, Sprite, whatever. So I was used to being able to chug a can anything. Because I was trying to imitate, the guy from Vacation. But, I just pounded that beer. My dad just looked at me like, oh, Jesus.
That's all right. Last year, my son's hanging out with a bunch of friends. It's during the summer. It's their last day of school. So they finished school. They're outside partying. I was like, Dad, I need to borrow your keys. I'm like, for what? It's like, we're shotgunning Fresca. Okay. Hey, my wife's like, I said, look, man, they're going to do it anyway. At least it's Fresca. Let them get the technique down before they go to beer.
What happened to make it a day you'll always remember or never forget? 206-803-ROCK.
It was kind of awesome.
Yeah, I remember being like 13, 14, and you're like talking to your buddy in the backyard who's going through a breakup. And we would sip 2 liters like it was whiskey.
Right.
Like, you gonna make it, man?
Passing it back and forth.
Yeah, and it's like, God, how stupid. I mean, I get it. You're a kid. You like soda, but just like, you're right. It's imitation.
It absolutely is, yeah. Hello, Matthew. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, bitches.
Hola.
So my Groundhog Day is it's kind of a long story, but we're in vacation in Mexico, and a buddy comes up and says Metallica's playing in Guadalajara. So we take a bus ride from Puerto Vallarta to Guadalajara to see Metallica. And we go to the concert, and the great thing about Mexican concerts is they have bars in the stadium. We were in a soccer stadium, and they deliver the beer to you in buckets of 10.
Yep.
Buckets?
Yeah. So buckets.
Damn.
Little, steel pails, whatever you call them.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, a bucket.
Do they put the ponies in there?
So anyway, what's that? Well, yeah. We get hammered, and then after the concert, we go back to the hotel room. We decide we want chili dogs. So we start walking to the nearest 7-Eleven, and we get up to the store, and there's nobody in the store, and the doors are locked. So we sit outside, and we're waiting for somebody to open the door so we can go get chili dogs. About that time, a pickup truck full of federales pull into the parking lot. They jump out, put us up against the windows, and start asking us questions. Come to find out that the clerk thought we were there to rob the store, so he locked the doors and called the federales on us. So we get everything straightened out. We get our chili dogs. Then we decide we want to go to a strip club.
Okay. You're breaking up.
Your phone's breaking up, man.
Uh-oh. Is this any better?
There we go.
Okay.
So we decide to go to the strip club. So we get out on the highway, and we got our chili dogs, and we're trying to hitchhike a ride to the strip club. And here come the federales, the same ones that were at the 7-Eleven. They ask us what the hell we think we're doing. We're like, we're going to a strip club. So they put us in the truck. They give us a ride to the strip club. We go to the strip club. Then we're able to convince 2 of the dancers to come back to the hotel with us for a small price. And that happens. And so we spend a couple more hours at the hotel. They go, we sleep for a couple hours. We get on the bus. We go back to Puerto Vallarta and resume the rest of our vacation.
That's a pretty cool day.
Damn.
That was a great day. If I could do it over again.
Hey, Matthew, has anybody ever told you sound like a guy named Jeff?
No, but they said I was a handsome man once.
All right.
Okay. All right.
Garlic.
What happened to making a day you'll always remember or never forget? 206-803-ROCK.
Did you have a hot one today?
No, I did not. Today I'm just farting for no reason.
So just because Mike's not in the studio, you decided to go old school and just fart on Miles?
Yesterday was bad. Yesterday I just could not stop farting.
I'm just telling you, today might have been one of the greatest days of my life when I started out using that bidet.
Oh, yeah. How is that, man?
That was awesome. It was absolutely more than I ever imagined.
But how do you know when your butt is clean, right? So you're spraying your ass. You took a poop. You spray your ass. How do you know, like, I'm good to go?
I'll let it run for like 30 seconds.
All right.
I sat there and, it's just like, ooh.
It is a little nervous when you got to stand up and just hope it stops.
I didn't stand up.
Oh.
I stayed up. This little stick comes out and just blows it right up into the gooch.
And then you just turn it off?
Yeah, you get a little knob on the side, right?
Oh,
So
all right.
But I mean, what? Okay, look, I don't know if you've ever had water blown at your button.
I've used bidets,
but it's a pretty good feeling. You're like, ooh, man.
Is the water cold?
Yeah, I had to get a cold mic because you can get it warm or you can get a heated seat. So what I was told was because of my hemorrhoid issues, like anything else, cool water is not going to expand.
Right, it'll shrink it.
It'll shrink it more so than open that up for blood flow. That's the last thing I needed. Just like a package of ice, for swelling to go down. You couldn't never put a heating pad.
So is the cold water super uncomfortable though?
It's awesome.
No, it's refreshing.
It's unbelievable. It's
I would just think
unbelievable.
that'd be jarring to be, all of a sudden, bam, cold water. Like, how cold is it?
It's like the initial jumping into the pool, and then once you're in there, you're like, oh yeah. It's just that, like that quick little bang, and then you're like, but your eyes open up real big. Like,
and did you put it in the one in the main room or in your bedroom?
In my bedroom, yeah.
But again, how do you know when your butt's clean? And do you have to dry your butt after you spray?
You do have to dry.
You still got to dry. You got to damp off. You got to pat off.
Just a little bit of a toilet paper, not much.
So that's your sign of whether or not your butt's clean.
There was nothing.
Really?
There was nothing on it.
Sometimes you keep wiping and it's just like there's something.
It doesn't stop.
Yeah. Like that doesn't happen.
No. I mean, if you've got a hairy butt, this is the ideal thing to have. You just blow it all out of the hair. It was amazing.
What's the water pressure like on that thing?
It's awesome.
Is it stronger than a water fountain?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh really? So it's hauling out.
Yeah. It's like a woman peeing.
Right. Just
this, or like that. It's,
when you got like the hose out?
Yeah.
The old days.
And you got to put your thumb over it.
Right.
Yeah.
And it sprays it harder.
Right.
Think about it like that.
All right.
It's like the toilet's got a thumb on.
I'm telling you, man, it's a life changer. I mean, after I got off, I was like, all right, that is everything I've heard. That lives up to the hype. That does.
I'm so happy the back of your nards.
Okay, look, you can go back or front on the knob. So
what do you mean?
Well,
ladies need front.
It's also
for the front butt.
Yeah, for the front.
Yeah.
So you have that option.
Their front butt and their back vagina.
So if you want to, if
you could have a front butt, you could have a back vagina.
So like you could rinse off the jewel bag. You know what I mean too, if you wanted to.
So do you aim the wand in advance, or is it a one fixed
it
place?
comes out. It just
really.
Yeah.
I don't know how to describe it. It just knows.
It's awesome.
Does it make noise when it comes out?
Just like a water pick, man. Just
Have you hit the front one time? Be honest.
Oh yeah, I'm telling you, man. I cleaned I cleaned the kid and the caboodle, Mike.
I'd be scared to do the front.
Oh, it's awesome.
It might hurt.
Is the water spraying out that fast?
I mean, you can turn it up, but
it's coming out pretty quick, dude.
All I know is I had to use the bathroom when I was here, and it sucked.
Oh, so I
work-
told you, MCTP has one, and it's ruined him on regular bathrooms.
Really?
Yeah.
He hates it now.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, if you can get one, mine does not have any electronics to it. It basically just hooks right into the bowl itself.
Yeah,
it's called a tushy.
A tushy.
Yeah,
I think I paid like $200 for it.
Yeah, that's the one people get. Yeah.
Maybe, but I mean, golly, what a difference. Anyway, on what happened to making a day you'll always remember or never forget. 206-803-ROCK.
KISW.
The Drunk, High, and Unemployed Tour. How long have you guys been doing this one? This is about a year that you've been out on the road.
Yeah, it feels like it. It's only been, 14 days?
Oh, it's been a year, huh?
But we've been drinking, like, all day and all night, and it's starting to catch up to us.
What was the last tour called? Was it called something different?
Yeah, that was the community service variety show. That's when we were sentenced to community service and forced to do the show. This time we're not being forced. We're just getting drunk and high.
Okay. All right.
Where else? What other cities will you be visiting with women throwing themselves?
Wait, go ahead, get it. No, seriously.
Yeah, we'll take our time.
Yeah, take our time. Get it.
No, I'm just. That's not what you think it is.
We started in Detroit and then
lovely,
kind of made our way across. And what do we have after this? Portland.
Portland and San Francisco and L.A.
Yeah, L.A.
Okay.
Los Angeles.
San Fran, Julian, you'll be popular down there.
Will he
What do you
ever?
mean by that, man?
He'll be very popular, especially when he gets his shirt off and oils himself up like a catfish.
I don't get it, guys. What's going down in San Fran?
What are you talking about, Bubbles?
You will be
Was
very,
there lots of ladies
very
down there or
popular.
what?
Sort of.
Good.
In a
I
manner
love
of speaking.
strippers, man. Hope there's lots of strippers.
We have some questions from listeners. Did Corey and Trevor ever make it out of the mental hospital?
No.
I wish they would, because I got some serious beatings to put down on them now. I owe them big time.
They've had a weekend pass, I believe, but that's it.
Jen?
You know what? Speaking of Corey and Trevor, I still ask, are they not gay?
It's hard to say.
Nobody really knows.
Yeah. I think they'll just do whatever, man, just to try to be cool, I guess. I don't know.
Is that in now? Kicking the tires on...
Taking a test run?
You know what I mean? Just saying, hell with it. Give it a run?
That's probably a question for them. I think, if they thought it would impress Julian, they'd do anything.
Did T make it back with J-Rock to help with the album?
Yes. Yes, T and J-Rock are both on tour right now.
Yeah, they are on tour, aren't they?
They're just in a van following Eminem around trying to get on stage, but...
They're covering Liquor and Horse.
They better not be.
Since Sunnyvale is destroyed by Mr. Leahy, are they living in Leahy Estates, or did they rebuild Sunnyvale?
We rebuilt it.
Yeah, we've got a lot of Sunnyvale open. I mean, we still... most of our business is in the other side of the park now, but yeah, Sunnyvale's starting to get back to normal.
Okay. Ricky, question for you. Did Lucy ever forgive you?
Well, she did, but now she's been caught doing a few things of her own, and I'm trying to decide whether or not I'm going to forgive her, because I'm getting really sick of her banging everything that moves.
Especially your dad. That was pretty creepy.
Didn't really want to talk about that, but thanks, Julian.
Lucy Bang Ray.
What happened to your guys' website? Another question.
99.9 KISW and KISW HD1 Seattle. Always live on the free Odyssey app. From the Pinky's Plumbing Studio, you're in the men's room. Text the guys at 206-803-ROCK.
Return to 10 versus the FCC coming up at 4:35 right after emails on our question, what happened to make it a day you'll always remember or never forget? 206-803-ROCK. We head to Nova Scotia, Canada.
Oh, hello.
A diver had quite a story to share and show when he came back to Maine after a dip in the ocean off the coast of Nova Scotia. John Brooks and his wife, Luann, were vacationing with their neighbors in late August. Now, while there, John signed up to do some scuba diving with Torpedo Rays. My initial plan was to go there and just work on buoyancy for the most part. Well, a few minutes into a third dive off of Fox Point Beach, things got interesting. We're about 18 to 20 feet down in the water. As I'm sitting there, lying there actually, my buddy, my instructor, gives me a tug on my vest, my BCD. He starts pointing, and I look around to where it is. It's gray matter, whatever. Next thing I know, I see an incredibly huge shark. Now, that big shark was caught on camera by their companion, Kirk Yang, but it was very interested in John and his diving partner. Again, he grabs me by the vest, and we're kicking back. So we're both kicking back, and this shark is just circling us, coming in and out of the gray, in and out of the darkness. At one time, he comes over us, and you can see his jaws wide open. You can see his teeth. I'm thinking, whoa, this is bad.
Whoa.
And yet, John and the entire diving crew remain calm. What are you going to do? Hope you're faster than the guy next to you? That's all you can do, yeah. John said he learned from another instructor during a dive a few years back that you should stay low if you encounter a shark. And that's what they did this time.
Stay low like how? What, like down toward the bottom?
Down toward the bottom,
all
yes.
Right.
You tend to want to kick up. And as you're kicking up, you're making noise and moving water. And that tends to get their attention quicker.
Ooh.
Now, if you're low, from what I understand, they don't bother you. But if you go up, they tend to like to attack from below.
Yes.
So this is what I've been told. Not that I'm positive on this, but I've been told that. We're going to try out that experiment to find out one way or the other, though, and swim up. John and his instructor put their arms together, facing opposite directions to keep an eye on the circling shark as they swam back to shore. As for the relaxing getaway with his wife, Luann was waiting on the shore, having seen the shark fin circling them. She was freaking out, I guess. She was quite concerned. It's a dive they say John won't soon forget, keeping things calm and collected in the face of an apex predator. Whenever I think about it, I do still have that wow moment, for sure, as far as a lifetime experience. Our question, what happened to make it a day you'll always remember or never forget? 206-803-ROCK.
So that's what little John was talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Get low.
Get low. Get low. Hello, Scott. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola.
Hola.
All right, so this is the day that I lit my my Z28 on fire. I turned it into a Roman candle.
What'd you do?
Did you mean to?
No, it was a total accident. So you guys remember those buy and sell magazines back in the day? It cost like $1.99 over at 7-Elevens way before the internet.
Are you talking about it's like an auto trader?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, all right. Yeah.
So
Typically they were free.
Some of the time if you didn't feel like paying for them.
Yeah.
So back in the day, I buy this $500 Z28 Camaro from Tacoma, and I'm thinking this is a hell of a deal. $450 I wound up getting it from the guy.
What could possibly be wrong?
Exactly. So it's got T-tops, it's bright red, the whole thing, but it is smoking like a SOB. And so I drive it from Tacoma, I get it into Seattle, my crib is in Marysville. It's getting really hot. It's blowing a lot of smoke, a lot of black smoke. So, I'm 22 years old at the time. No big deal. We'll still just mash it around, rip it around. No problem. So I go and pick up one of my buddies up in Smoky Point. He's one of those guys you try and sort of kind of impress, you're screwing around, whatever. So we hit about 110 in this Camaro. We're coming up on 88th Street, right where the Toyota Casino's at. And so there's a little decline after you get off this off ramp. All of a sudden, we're doing 110. I punch it harder. We're doing about 125.
Damn.
The cloud of black smoke went from a cloud of black smoke to I can't see a damn thing out of any of my mirrors. Like you hear this pop, and all of a sudden it's just black smoke burrowing out of this car. So I'm like, we clearly need to get off the road. This is a problem.
I'm glad you started piecing that together at this point.
Yeah.
So we pull off the road. I had just filled the gas tank that morning, so I got a full tank of gas. I'm parked on an incline, but the nose of my car is pointed down. So on a decent sized incline, right? My boy Chino and I, we get out of the car because we need to get out of the car. I take a look under the hood, underneath the car itself, and there's fire dripping just ever so slightly out of this car. And I'm like, okay. Walk across the street to the espresso stand, give it a little extra distance. By the time this gal had poured my Americano, this is a 5-alarm fire. This is a real problem. But the guy that I had bought the car from had put the hood release underneath the front of the hood of the car.
Oh.
So the problem is I couldn't release the hood to actually give the fire air.
Right.
So that's the first thing that the fire department did. They show up and they chop the hood of the car off with the jaws of life. And that fire went from being 5.5 feet tall to, I don't know, about 38 feet tall.
How long was your car burning?
Oh, the better part of 15 minutes by the time they got there. I mean, it was completely total.
It's got to be gone.
Yeah, I mean,
15 minutes.
History. Like the whole front end of the car was completely gone. And everybody on I-5 is just honking and waving and they're drinking like,
well,
what can you do?
How many thousand miles that car have on it?
Oh, 150, 160.
What did you think? Why was it smoking? Did you have a cracked engine block or something?
The problem was that there was oil pissing directly onto the exhaust pipe itself.
Oh.
And so this is obviously the type of thing you want to trailer in the first place. But back in my meth days, I didn't think like that.
You said your meth days?
That's right.
Okay.
The meth days.
That's the last thing that comes to mind.
Yeah. I think that should be a TV show.
The meth days.
What happened to make it a day you'll always remember or never forget? 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Kristen. Welcome to the men's room.
Hello.
Hola.
So, back when I was younger, I think I was like 10-ish, maybe. We just got back from a zoo. I think it was a zoo. And we got back to our apartment complex where we used to live. And I got out of the car. there were a lot of cars driving by around us when we got back. We were in the parking lot, and there was this huge bee. It was just flying all around me, and I was horrified of bees at the time. I still am a little scared of bees, but this bee came flying right towards me, and it like kept chasing me, so I ran from it, and right as I ran into the road, a car almost hit me, but my mom grabbed me back just at the last second before I got hit by the car. And that has happened, I think, like 2 other times.
What, that a bee has chased you and you've run into traffic?
Yes, I was horrified of bees all 3 times.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about now? A bee buzzes around you now. What's your reaction?
I'll probably just freeze.
Have you ever been stung by a bee?
No.
Okay, then how would you even know what your I mean, trust me, it doesn't feel good.
No one says it's awesome. But
it doesn't feel good, but at the same point in time,
it's not the end of the world.
Yeah, it's not like life-changing.
But then again,
it just hurts for a second.
You don't know if you're allergic.
You don't know if you're allergic.
Well, that's one thing for sure. Yep.
Bee stings, though, last time I got stung by a bee, I mean, I forgot how bad it hurts. And I was lucky enough, I watched them sting me.
Yeah.
So I pulled out the stinger real quick.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, there was still like 10 minutes where I was just like, oh
it hurts.
God, that hurts.
It definitely. The first time I got stung by a bee, because I've been stung by yellow jackets, not a bee. Finally got stung by a bee. And of course, the first question is, are you allergic? I said, we're going to find out together. I have absolutely no idea. I'm not, which is good news. But I'm like, man, I don't know. I don't know.
Dude, my buddy, the house we had in Montana had some big ass bees. I don't know if it was yellow jackets or whatever, but like the third day he's kind of limping. I said, what happened? He's like, I got stung by one of those bees. And I mean, it was like
a whelp.
Yeah, it looked awful.
Well, the Montana bees are probably bigger.
They are.
You know? What happened to making a day you'll always remember or never forget? 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Nick. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola.
Hola.
Yeah, so I used to be a commercial fisherman in Alaska, and my first few seasons I was doing this like old style of fishing where you live in a cabin and you go out 3 times a day on a little like 20-foot skiff. And so I was driving one of the skiffs, so it was me and one other guy, and I was basically the captain of the little boat, responsible for him. And prior to that, we'd catch sometimes 20, 30,000 pounds a day, and my boss would let me take the nicest fish of the day, take it home, clean it up, have it for dinner. And so the night before, we caught like a 30-pound king salmon. I carved it up outside the cabin. And I forgot to toss it into the creek, into the ocean afterwards, and I just left it outside the cabin.
Oh.
So then the next day we go back out in the water, have like an 18-hour, 20-hour day on the water, and I was working with one of these guys from Missouri that had a lazy eye, rotted out teeth, alcoholic, probably recovering drug addict. Maybe not recovering, but
you're really painting a nice picture about this guy.
Yeah, sounds like
the guy that opened up the Rolling Stone and said jobs in Canada or in Alaska.
Exactly. It was Crazy Mike, and
Crazy Mike.
We're at the end of this 18-hour day, and we're just dead tired. But he was the kind of guy who would get one of those weird, like little kid energy spurts at the end of a day, and he starts bouncing around the boat and going crazy. And we're hauling nets into the boat. And the last 10 foot of the net gets snagged on the outside. So he, instead of just casually, it's a 9-foot wide boat, and instead of walking over and just casually unsnagging it, he leaps and bounds, runs over to the other side of the boat, trips and falls in overboard head first.
Is that the last you saw your friend from Missouri?
No. It took me like 3 or 4 seconds to, register that, holy crap, Mike just went overboard. So I run over, pull him back on board, and we start pulling on that last 10 feet of web. And that last 10 feet, this like 450-pound shark had seen him fall in, swam up to see what the commotion was, and got entangled in that last 10 feet of web.
Christ.
So 2 feet in front of me, this shark is just, mouth open, wide as 10 inches wide, ready to take a bite out of Mike, who was thankfully already in the boat. But yeah, so that's what happened with that. And then we get back to the cabin, and, I mentioned that salmon that I'd left out, the night before. And so sure enough, I get back to the cabin, and there's like a 10-foot tall bear outside. This is on Kodiak Island, where like the biggest bears in the world are.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kodiaks.
Exactly.
Yeah, and this big-ass bear is just, has this salmon carcass in his mouth, stands up, 10 feet tall, is eyeing me down. And what do? I just whip out my phone and start recording. Thankfully, he already had food, so he wasn't very interested in me. But I came, in the span of a day, came face to face with a huge shark and a huge bear.
That's impressive.
Yeah. And your methed out buddy.
How long did you work as a commercial fisherman?
4.5 years.
And would you ever do it again?
Yeah, despite all the ups and downs and the horrible times, the bad days, I still miss it.
Really?
It doesn't seem like that's a very big boat for those rough or possibly rough waters.
Yeah, that was mostly inland. It was like kind of getting out into the ocean, but like if it got really rough, we just wouldn't go out.
Okay.
What do you miss about it most?
I did work on bigger boats.
What do you miss about commercial fishing the most? When you think back, like you said, plenty of bad days and all that, but like what are the good memories?
The wildlife, the nature, the sharks, the bears, catching, just being out in the middle of nowhere, Alaska. And
is there a chance in hell you could get laid on Kodiak Island?
There was a chance in hell that I may have.
Oh, so you were one of the lucky ones.
Yeah, we were based out of a little village that had 30 full-time residents and maybe 5 girls, and it got to that point.
Damn.
How did you make that happen, honestly? Did you just lower your standards, or, how did you do this?
It was a combination of me lowering my standards and the village bicycle just taking every chance she got with the fishermen.
Okay,
it was your turn.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I guess if you're up there that long, it's like,
the village bicycle. What happened to making a day, Lloyd's? Remember and never forget, 206-803-ROCK.
There's got to be something fun, too, about, like, catching money. And, like,
you mean
seeing
as a cat? Right.
I'm talking
you know
about,
what I mean?
To me, it's food. I love fish. I mean, I can't
No,
even
I'm just saying for that guy saying he kind of misses it. Like, it has to be... Like, sometimes I think it's just rewarding to be like, look, every time that pot comes over the rail, like,
that's money.
Right.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
And I mean, that's grinding for, I don't know how many months, right? But, like, I knew a buddy that did it, and, yeah, he would be up there for a few months, then he'd come home and, spend it all.
Yeah. I know you watched a Deadliest Catch. Did they ever find where the crabs went?
I don't know. This season, they're way out west.
The crabs are. So, like, closer to
the
Russia.
The boats are, yeah.
So, Russia waters.
Yeah, and they had to go, they're close, and then it seems like they had to go to some old spots that they had pretty much fished out and just are like, let's see if they're back here.
Okay. What happened to making a day you'll always remember or never forget? 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Chucky. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola.
Hola.
So, just one time, I had bought this lottery ticket from Auburn. And you know how in Washington State we have that app that tells you when you scan tickets, it tells you if you have won or not?
Yeah.
So I had scanned my ticket while I was at work because it was the following day. So I scanned my ticket, and I didn't know that when you win a certain amount, it doesn't tell you on the app. It tells you just, come to Olympia at the lottery office.
Oh, so it doesn't tell you the amount of money
over a certain amount. Yeah.
All right, so you don't know how much you've won at this point.
You just know you're winning.
I'm here, celebrating. I didn't want to tell anybody, but like by afternoon, like after lunch, I called my girlfriend. I promised everybody at work, and I even told my boss and everything. So, I even took a day off and I went to the office, and I had only won $1,200.
Well, but still, it's still something.
It is, but if you're gonna do we can't even tell you how much you won.
Well, look,
how much did you think you would won? Like, reasonably speaking, how much did you think you'd hit for?
On the app, because on the app it tells you Washington State, partial winner, 1 or 2. So on the section it said 1. So I'm here automatic.
Were you playing like a Powerball or a Mega game? Is that why?
Yeah, exactly.
That's because it's a national game. So that's
Still.
if it's a state game, I bet they have more control over telling you how much you want. But what does that mean after taxes? Like, so it's $1,200. What did you take home? $800?
Yeah, it was around there.
Okay.
No.
Well, look, man, it's worth taking the day off. If someone said, "Hey, look, I got to take the day off," why? Because I'm going to go get $800 or
I got
$1,200
$800 that I'm going to spend on whatever the hell I want.
Yeah, I don't make $800 a day, so this is worth taking.
Not to just spend on nothing.
This is worth taking a comp day for.
Oh, dude, that's definitely. We'd have to get dinner, but I would tell my wife, like, look, we're going to get dinner, but you know the rest of this is going to booze, right? I mean, like, we are going to the bar, and I'm going to drink whatever the hell I want because it's free money. It's free money.
It's crazy.
It still wouldn't go.
Yeah. A Chinese man went viral after spending almost an hour with his head stuck in a traffic light. A day he will never forget after crashing into it with an electric scooter. The young man was driving his scooter.
Come on. I know the story, but it still doesn't get any less dumb.
And crashed into a temporary traffic light in the city of Chengdu. Following the impact, the man's head somehow became stuck inside the traffic light.
Say that city again.
Chengdu.
See, the way you say it, those sounds offensive. I don't know why.
Okay.
Chengdu.
I'm with you. I don't know why.
How would you say it?
And I think it's more like Chengdu. Chengdu.
Where's the A at? It's Ching.
Well, Chen.
Chen.
I'm thinking Chang.
Ching.
I guess
What about Chen?
Chang beer.
Chen.
C-H-A.
C-H-E.
Thai beer.
C-H-E-N-G-D-U.
I know that's Chinese, but Chang is a beer.
All right, Chengdu.
Chengdu.
Maybe
Why
it's
do
the
you
way
think
you,
like Chengdu?
yeah, maybe it's the way you throw that do on it. Like I would throw.
It sounds
when you
like
said it. It sounded kind of racist.
It's a little Alex
not
Trebek-ish. I
Yeah.
thought that's how we say it. In
Chengdu.
the city of Chengdu.
He's over in China, right? At Chengdu.
God almighty.
I think it just sounds bad when white guys say Ching. Unless we're talking about Chingy, the rapper.
Right.
Now, following the
Even
impact.
then. Are you sure that's the name you want to go by? Okay.
Chiggy.
Whatever. Following the impact, the man's head somehow became stuck inside the traffic light, and firefighters were called to free him from the unusual cage.
We fight fires, not traffic lights, no.
That was kind of easier said than done. However, as even the first responders, they spent 40 minutes trying to cut this metal casing off the head.
There's
of this
no
man.
way they weren't laughing.
Yeah. The man was then taken to a hospital, and he ended up making a full recovery.
Yeah, he was fine, other than the fact that his head was stuck in the traffic light. Did you see the picture of it?
I did not.
It basically, he's laying on his side. He's just laying on his side, and where his head should be is the traffic light.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and the worst part is the picture I saw was a color picture. It was on.
So did it keep every once in a while just bright flash from red?
I don't know, but it's like I'm looking at the picture like, wait, the traffic light is still on, man. I have no idea if it's going from red to green, and he's got this thing in his head.
Is this the guy? Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Keep it on 1 second.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. See, it's on. The traffic light is still freaking on. It was green.
See, the thing is, this man becomes internet star in China after getting his head stuck in the traffic light.
And the light is still on.
Jesus Christ. Okay, good time. All right, there we go.
Was there a hole on that side?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Or did he burst through the light?
Still to come, the exciting return of Ted versus the FCC is on the way at 4:35, and your emails coming up next from the men's room at KISW.com.
For an unprecedented 40th year in a row, Def Leppard's Rick Allen has been voted the world's best one-on drummer. But first, we start today's broadcast with several apologies and corrections from the week that was.
It's hard to be perfect all the time, Playboy.
This is true, Felix, but I wanted to address some of our more gratuitous blunders from the past week.
Is this about that German soccer coach, man?
That was certainly part of it, yes. But I guess we'll start there. The last name of the German soccer coach we interviewed earlier this week is pronounced Koontz. Koontz. We apologize for our very vulgar mispronunciation.
Man, I knew how to say his last name. I just having fun listening to you.
To be fair, the man spells his last name Kuntz.
Yeah, but he's German, man. It's Koontz.
Thank you, Felix.
Koontz.
I know that now. It would have been helpful if you would have informed me of that at the time. In addition to that faux pas, the program Stranger Things on Netflix is actually a scripted program.
That's not what you said earlier this week, Playboy.
No, Felix, it is not. I had been told that Stranger Things was a 4-part documentary about truck stop glory holes.
Yeah, nah, man.
You're the one who told me that, Felix.
I did, man.
Also, Dick Trickle. While it is a possible symptom of gonorrhea, we were speaking about the late and legendary NASCAR driver, Dick Trickle.
You were, man. I was talking about venereal disease.
Felix, please. I'm trying to get through this with as much dignity as I can. I would like to clarify that earlier this week, in no way were we insinuating opiate addicts when we brought up oxymorons.
Come on, man. An oxymoron is a figure of speech in which apparently contradictory terms appear in conjunction.
Wow. Yes, Felix, that is correct.
I know, Playboy.
Also, I want to clarify that earlier this week, I meant to say that few things warm my heart like seeing a sleeping baby. Unfortunately, I made the statement that a few things warm my heart like seeing a kidnapping. I got your emails, and yes, I made a poor choice of words.
Oh, I see. I thought you had an abduction fetish, man.
What? An abduction fetish? Is that even a thing?
I never thought it was until it said, it won't do harm to see a kidnap.
Okay, well, no. No, I do not have an abduction fetish.
If you say so, Playboy.
Felix! Finally, celiac disease is a chronic autoimmune disorder that damages the small intestine when gluten is consumed. I do know that. I want to apologize on behalf of my co-host, Felix, who implied that it is celiac disease, a disorder similar to mad cow disease that, in fact, makes yaks silly.
If cows can be mad, yaks can be silly.
I'm not saying yaks can't be silly, Felix. What I'm saying is that celiac disease has nothing to do with yaks, much the way chicken pox has nothing to do with chickens.
That's why they call it chicken pie.
That's enough. We'll be back in an hour.
KISW. We return to the men's room with Miles and Thrill.
All right, coming up here at 5:08, we'll drink and toast in the weekend with a shot of the day. There's Bad Choice Friday time.
You know it's Bad Choice Friday. It's Bad Choice Friday. You know it's Bad Choice Friday. Hey, man, this is your fault. Jam on.
And today we have a Mariners Big Dumper inspired Bad Choice Friday with the Black Eyed Peas. Hum's taking on Sir Mix-a-Lot on a Bad Choice Friday.
Yeah, it is.
I like.
Don't know if you follow us on X there, Men's Room Live. Will it be Sir Mix-a-Lot and Baby Got Back or Black Eyed Peas? And My Hum's. One of those two tunes coming up right after we do our shot and drinking time.
Where do they bring Mix out?
What do you mean?
Is it like the first round of the playoffs? Like at some point, I don't know. Do you make it to the? If you make it to the World Series, you got to bring him out
to play him. Yeah.
If we make it to the show, dude, if we make it to the dance, he's got to be out there game one.
I'm with you.
Yeah, I agree.
What, singing the national anthem?
No, I like big butts. And
I pledge allegiance to the flag.
I mean, let's be
the
honest.
seventh inning stretch.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, or do it at the beginning. Look, we were talking about last night, right? Like, there's an East Coast bias, but there's even more of a Northwest bias, and I get it.
Yeah.
If you don't live anywhere else in the country, we're cut off.
Yeah.
So it's like, let's just be as weird as they think they are. You make the World Series, it opens up with Sir Mix-a-Lot.
That's right.
Celebrating Cal Raleigh's butt.
Yeah, singing Baby Got Back. Like, yeah, we're as strange as you think we are.
Ted versus the FCC is coming up. But first time for a few emails from the men's room at KISW.com.
You've got mail. You've got mail.
And a couple from our question, what happened to make it a day you'll always remember or never forget? Howdy, y'all. After the 20-year party for the listeners, after the party, we were going back to the hotel, headed out for dinner and karaoke. Amy, okay to use her name Miles, took a step toward our Uber, and the toe of her shoe, that's a weird name, caught on the lip of the curb, and she fell 100% face planted on the opposite curb of the walk-through area. I called Ginger Midget to come down. Amy had fell down. 911 was called, and we spent the night in ER in Edmonds. Jeez, a whiz.
Wow.
I called 911 and the Ginger Midget. Yes, those two things.
Yeah, very
Like
important.
that. I called Ginger Midget. I called 911.
She broke nose, fractured left eye socket. Update, after a visit to Harborview, we found that the bones in her nose were not broke as bad as we thought and should grow back just fine. That from the Elk Plain Drifter.
Should grow back.
Word on the street is you do not want to have a nose surgery.
Yeah.
Well, thanks, Ted, because I have to have one.
I didn't really think about that until I was staring you in the eye saying that. I was thinking about somebody else on the show.
Someone else has the exact same surgery that I need to have.
Oh, we got some time off coming up through.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
From what I heard today, like, ooh, okay.
Yeah.
Don't worry, day two's much better, Miles.
Okay.
Day two's much better.
He's just saying that.
Is she doing okay?
Oh, she's doing fine.
You told me this morning that she looked like a character from The Evil Dead.
Yeah, from
That's
all the
fine.
Yeah.
Did you go to the jewelry store?
Not yet.
I
gotta work today, man.
I'll give you $100 if you go to like a Zales at the mall
With her.
tonight. Yes.
Yeah, two black eyes and all the rest of it.
$100.
Can't go tonight. She still can't do a whole lot of moving around. But I will. Before she gets all the stuff off, we will go to the jewelry store.
Okay,
I'm in.
Green eyes. I mean, the whole thing. I mean, you got to walk in there, and you got to keep your head down. And you can't, you can't make eye contact. You just got to say whatever.
Oh, I'm gonna have big old sunglasses. I'm gonna be pulling the hood over my head. We're gonna go in. We're gonna go out quick.
Just say whatever she wants. She can have it.
Yeah.
I'm really sorry.
Cost is nothing.
My big advice was, dude, she can't eat much? Like, because her throat hurts? Like, mashed potatoes, KFC.
Ooh. That's not a bad call.
When I had my wisdom.
Now we're having KFC for dinner tonight.
Nice.
Are you having KFC?
Yeah, damn right.
All right.
Oh, man. Once you get it in your head, it's kind of hard to get out of it.
But can she eat anything other than the mashed potatoes, or are you just going to hunker down on chicken?
They have macaroni and cheese, right?
Well, I think it's more of like kind of like when your wisdom teeth are out. I think she can eat like ice cream, mashed potatoes. You got to eat stuff
Soft
that
food.
slides down your throat easy.
Okay.
Yeah, as little pressure on the jaws as possible.
As Mike eats chicken. We know what's going to happen.
Right.
Damn right. Man, we got SmackDown on tonight. I'm going to go up there and I'm going to mow a bucket.
Mallet bucket. Guys, during COVID, I booked a trip to Vegas.
Mike, do it shirtless or just in a white beater. Just get in that bucket.
Yeah. During COVID, I booked a trip to Vegas for me and my wife the night before we were set to fly home. And I looked at our tickets and found out I booked 2 one-way tickets from Seattle to Vegas. We had no flight back home.
Oh.
Long story short, we stayed an extra night, and I won $10,000 on a slot machine on a $1.50 bet.
Damn.
This was on Valentine's Day. That's from Mike. That was really unexpected. Gentlemen, happy 20. When I was a kid, I was riding my bike on our large concrete porch. We had one of those old school movable tether poles inside a tire filled with concrete. Now, for some reason, I thought I could ride hard toward that tire, bounce off at an angle, catch a little air. I raced, and when I hit that tire, it stopped me instantly. And I slammed junk first into the handlebars.
Oh.
Things went black. When I went to the hospital...
He means the Sesame.
Yeah, I know. I picked up.
The doctor said this was the worst package injury he'd ever seen.
Oh, damn.
Everything was bruised and bleeding.
Ooh.
I had split the head of the snake about a fourth of an inch deep. My boys were red, purple, yellow, and black. I cannot tell you how painful it was to pee. There are no words. I wore my dad's underwear for about 2 months, and I'm left with one donut down there shaped like a dumbbell and a scar on my Peter. That from Terry.
Wow.
Now time for some
Peter.
I know, come on. I know what he said.
There's a skeeter on my
He
Peter.
did.
Yeah.
And now time for some birthdays. Brought to you by Minzer Roasted Red Salsa from San Juan Salsa Company. Company.
You got this, Ted.
Company.
I believe in you, bud.
Company.
I don't know where that one is, Mike.
No, it's right here.
Dip responsibly.
Oh, you had it, man.
No, I don't have it.
All right.
Even if I did, I wouldn't hit it.
Thanks, dude.
Old Men's Room, could you wish Logan a very happy 17th birthday? Can he get a fart and Coach Ted to hype him up of his last year under Mom and Dad's care? Thanks, guys. We love the show. Lots of love from Natalie.
All right. Well, if you didn't know, son, apparently you're out next year at 18.
I hope he knows that.
Right, exactly. No, wait until your early 20s. Out of the house. I would say don't do anything illegal, especially after next year, as you will be charged as an adult. Second of all, you're 17. I don't know. Hopefully you like your parents cooking. I would say soak it up. Have them do the laundry because, next year this time you're on your own, man. Good luck.
Pacholas, today happens to be the 21st birthday of Glenn Cannon's niece, Kendall. Kendall is studying to be the world's best veterinarian at Colorado State University. And her dad, Mike, and I are in Colorado to help her celebrate this weekend. So can we give Kendall a fart, a massive bong rip, and advice from the captain and Coke Ted on how a rockin' veterinarian should best celebrate her monumental 21st. Lorpon, gentlemen, that from Christopher.
You got the farts, Ted.
God damn it. Sorry, dude. I am completely...
I'll bong rip it while you you look for your farts.
Farts are in sound effects, too.
I got it up, Mike. Just not hitting them.
You got that, Captain?
Yeah. Captain's kitty corner to the...
Yeah. I see it. I just wasn't hitting it.
God, so wet. Ooh, well, ahoy there. So, a veterinarian. You know, I didn't know what to say to a veterinarian, so I talked to my animal friends. That would be Tony the Tiger, Toucan Sam, the Trix Rabbit, Diggum Frog, and Cornelius the Rooster. They all agreed if you want to be a good veterinarian, don't wear gloves. Always make sure your fingers are cold and always dip them in tuna oil and sand before you do any exploration. It's what they like. Crunch berries.
Tuna oil and sand.
That is correct, Mike.
All right, well, if you're a veterinarian, good news. You got the goods. I don't know. Do you deal with horses? Give me some ketamine. Do you put them out underneath? Do you work on their teeth? Give me some gas. What do you call it? Nitrous. I mean, you got the goods. They're all down there. It's time to party.
Hello, Charles. I want to give myself a birthday shout out. I turned 33 today and am truly embracing the feral working mom life. Thank you, gentlemen, for all you do, and congrats on 20 years of laughs. Can I get green beans with extra thrill energy, a fish sandwich medley, a bong rip, and some dad jokes for Miles? Stay beautiful. That from Devin in Graham.
Devin in Graham.
Devin
right.
in Graham.
Devin and Graham knows what he wants, man.
Yeah, he wants green beans.
Yes, he does, Ted.
Yes, he do. Yeah, it's right over there on Sound Effects 2.
It is.
Yeah.
Damn right it is. God damn it. Okay.
Green bean.
Yeah. Thanks, Mike.
A
fillet of fish sandwich.
I'll
have a fish.
I got you, buddy.
Can I have a fish sandwich? Put the cheese and the tartar on the side.
I want a fish sandwich.
Is it too early for a fish sandwich? Cheese and tartar on the side.
Ooh, yeah.
I smell the fish sandwich. Maybe some dinner relish in the morning. At noon and at night.
Can I buy you a fish sandwich?
So you don't want a fish sandwich?
Dad Joke Friday. What do people in Kentucky do on Halloween?
Pumpkin.
That is correct.
Was it Kentucky Miles?
It's a Kentucky joke.
I'm not sure that. I always heard a different state, but whatever.
Guys, my wife and I decided we don't want children.
No?
We're telling them tonight. My friend Tony asked me not to say his name backwards. I said, why not?
All right.
And why does Han Solo like gum?
Because it's chewy.
It's chewy. Gentlemen, can I get a shout out for my boyfriend James on his 34th birthday?
James.
Most amazing person I know and the best dad ever. He doesn't want to celebrate his birthday this year because he thinks this will be a terrible year.
Positive Friday.
But I have faith everything's going to work out. Gonna get a Leroy Jenkins and Coke Ted hyping him up and telling him to hang in there. Things are going to get better. Thanks for all you do. We appreciate you and happy 20 years. That from the lovely Brittany.
Let's do this. Leroy Jenkins.
All right, James, you got to listen up. You know what I have in common with a preacher? I'm on drugs, so I think I know a lot of stuff. Here's the thing. Before you can soar with the eagles in the brightest day, you got to go through the pits of hell. All right? You might be there right now, but trust me, you're already in the bottom. The only way is up. It'll get better, dude. Trust me. People go through tough stuff.
Gentlemen, I have a very special birthday request today. One born and stewed in the rivers of pettiness that I grew up learning to be. I'd like to give a shout out to my ex-wife, Kelsey. Gentlemen, I don't care what soundbite you play, as long as they come from a place of mutual pettiness. And the pettiness does not stop at this birthday request. Today on our birthday, I get the kids starting this evening all the way through the weekend. Love you guys, and I'll definitely be listening for this one. That from Craig.
Are you me? You a big dummy.
Guys, I was hoping to wish my sexy Nate a happy 36th birthday with a I just said that.
Not ugly Nate, sexy Nate.
And that dumb-ass Odyssey thing you play. That from Jess.
I just said that.
Oh, hey. Guys, please clap. Greg here. It's my 47th trip around the fireball in the sky.
What up, Greg?
I would love a bong hit. And Coach Ted to tell me a little bit about being damn near 50. Any advice would be great. Thanks, guys, and rock on.
All right, you're almost 50. Now, to me, once you get over 50, you get to say stuff like, yeah, I'm over 50. Here's my opinion. And then say something horrible to somebody. I don't even like dogs. Yours is ugly. Also, I would recommend stretching, buying Advil, and getting sleep.
Hi there. I want to wish my mom an amazing 55th birthday. She is the most supportive, loving, and thoughtful mom out there. Total badass, if you ask me. So could she get a fish sandwich? And the Dirty Germans talking about the best kind of dessert. Thanks, guys. That from Jess.
Do I get a fish sandwich?
Yeah, when it comes to dessert, some people like lady fingers. I like lady pie.
Yeah, you know, so Little Debbie has a few famous ones. It's a fudge round.
Yeah.
Lady fingers. Lady fingers also go inside tiramisu.
Yeah. Do you enjoy a great oatmeal cream pie?
I'm telling you, ever had that green tea tiramisu?
Feel that cannoli?
Oh, yeah. A little Bavarian cream.
Great German accent.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm from Germany, mother effer. Yeah.
Charles, please wish.
Deutschland in the house.
Please wish my wife,
Donka.
Christina, a happy 49th birthday. A great mom and wife to put up with all my crap. Please have the Dirty Germans talk about her ample breasts and your penis is too small. And congrats, guys, on 20 years. That from Brian, David, and Elizabeth from Boston, Massachusetts.
Which one?
Penis. Small.
I was thinking about her breast.
Yeah, they say you have ample breasts. I would like to sample your ample.
Yeah. So the thing I heard is that on the plane, the pilot says, look at her boobs. Is that your flotation device?
Her in seat 4C.
Yeah. Oh, apparently she's an amazing mother. She'll save you all with those boobs.
All right, guys, here you go.
Suckle your seatbelt.
Happy, happy, happy birthday. Happy, happy, happy birthday. Happy, happy, happy birthday to you, to you, to you.
Ya's a Dirty Germans brought to you by Men's Room Original Sausage. Available through Uli's world famous sausage, mensroomlive.com, and other fine retailers. Schweinefleisch.
Thank you, Mom. Okay, I think it's time that we go back in time to the last time that we played Ted versus the FCC. So if we could, let's go back in time. Time.
Hand would zip and slip in his dip ship. The dip ship's lip was hip but snipped. Hand's dip ship had a brunt stunt front, and he fixed the brunt stunt front with a blunt bunt grunt.
3 times fast.
Hand would zip and slip in his dip ship. The dip ship's lip was hip but snipped. Hand's dip ship and brunt stunt front, he fixed the brunt stunt front with a blunt bunt grunt.
1.
Hand would zip and slip into his dip ship. The dip ship lip was snipped. Hand's dip ship had a brunt stunt front, and he fixed the brunt stunt front with a blunt bunt grunt.
2.
Hand would zip and slip into his dip ship. The dip ship's lip was snipped. Hand's dip ship had a blunt stunt front, and he flexed the brunt stunt front with a blunt brunt gunt.
Jesus Christ.
There's that word again.
And now, everyone's favorite daytime game show, where one person could lose $325,000 and their job, or win and walk away with nothing. It's time for Ted versus the FCC.
Oh my God.
So what's going on?
So tired.
Football, baseball,
and then work, man.
You got the Who playing last night.
Yeah,
we were up all night, man. We're
Did you
bouncing
guys
around.
stay up and watch the start of the Ryder Cup?
Of course, it was on. But we were busy.
Yeah, I was in New York.
Yeah. Come on, man.
Yeah.
We can't let golf
What time did it
distract
start?
us.
6?
I put it on this morning when I randomly woke up
Okay.
to pee.
Yeah.
They were starting like in the dark.
Okay.
Man.
All right. Yeah, that's right. I saw a video of all the people running in the dark. That's
Yeah.
nice. But lo and behold, we came in here this morning and we got a listener submitted Ted versus the FCC.
Can you believe that?
This one's hot off the press.
Oh, dude, that's super fresh.
Yeah, it really is.
Super fresh.
The ink is still drying on this. And it goes something like this. Yeah. It says lock and load, bitches. Here we go. And it goes something like this. Short City Shelley sits and Short City Shelley sits and Shy City Shirley sits while sipping City Schlitz and petting Fat Chuck Buck.
Oh, come on, dude.
Yeah.
I don't know that we should do this.
Yeah.
Why not?
1 time through, 3 times fast.
I feel nervous.
It's just a little story
I got the dumb button.
about 2 friends.
I got the dumb button.
Oh, this is hot off the press.
It is brand new.
Told you, man.
R.I.P. All right.
He'll be laughing.
I like his P.S. All right. Short City Shelley sits and Shy City Shirley sits while sipping City Schlitz and petting Fat Chuck Buck.
3 times fast.
Short City Shelley sits while Shy City. Yeah.
That didn't take long.
No, it did not.
That didn't take long at all.
No.
That horse tripped out of the gate.
We continue the loss column.
Sometimes the hardest part's getting going, Thrill.
Yeah.
Jesus, that was bad.
All right, coming up here at 5:08, we will drink and toast with a shot of the day. You are listening to the Men's Room. You know, there are drivers out there that are pretty impatient. Then when they get around.
From coast to coast and around the world. If it's not important, you'll hear it here, exclusively on In Action News. Here now are Stone Ledbetter and Felix Foxworthy.
For an unprecedented 40th year in a row, Def Leppard's Rick Allen has been voted the world's best one-on drummer. But first, we start today's broadcast with several apologies and corrections from the week that was.
It's hard to be perfect all the time, Playboy.
This is true, Felix, but I wanted to address some of our more gratuitous blunders from the past week.
Is this about that German soccer coach, man?
That was certainly part of it, yes. But I guess we'll start there. The last name of the German soccer coach we interviewed earlier this week is pronounced Koontz. Koontz. We apologize for our very vulgar mispronunciation.
Man, I knew how to say his last name. I just having fun listening to you.
To be fair, the man spells his last name Kuntz.
Yeah, but he's German, man. It's Koontz.
Thank you, Felix.
Koontz.
I know that now. It would have been helpful if you would have informed me of that at the time. In addition to that faux pas, the program Stranger Things on Netflix is actually a scripted program.
That's not what you said earlier this week, Playboy.
No, Felix, it is not. I had been told that Stranger Things was a 4-part documentary about truck stop glory holes.
Yeah, nah, man.
You're the one who told me that, Felix.
I did, man.
Also, Dick Trickle. While it is a possible symptom of gonorrhea, we were speaking about the late and legendary NASCAR driver, Dick Trickle.
You were, man. I was talking about venereal disease.
Felix, please. I'm trying to get through this with as much dignity as I can. It's him. I would like to clarify that earlier this week, in no way were we insinuating opiate addicts when we brought up oxymorons.
Come on, man. An oxymoron is a figure of speech in which apparently contradictory terms appear in conjunction.
Wow. Yes, Felix, that is correct.
I know, Playboy.
Also, I want to clarify that earlier this week, I meant to say that few things warm my heart like seeing a sleeping baby. Unfortunately, I made the statement that a few things warm my heart like seeing a kidnapping. I got your emails, and yes, I made a poor choice of words.
Oh, I see. I thought you had an abduction fetish, man.
What? An abduction fetish? Is that even a thing?
I never thought it was until it said, it won't do a harm to see a kidnapping.
Okay, well, no. No, I do not have an abduction fetish.
If you say so, Playboy.
Felix! Finally, celiac disease is a chronic autoimmune disorder that damages the small intestine when gluten is consumed. I do know that. I want to apologize on behalf of my co-host, Felix, who implied that it is celiac disease, a disorder similar to mad cow disease that, in fact, makes yaks silly.
If cows can be mad, yaks can be silly.
I'm not saying yaks can't be silly, Felix. What I'm saying is that celiac disease has nothing to do with yaks, much the way chicken pox has nothing to do with chickens.
That's why they call it chicken pox.
That's enough. We'll be back in an hour.
FW. The Men's Room returns with Miles and Thrill.
Come up here at 508. We will drink and toast for the shout of the day. And we do have your headlines on the way at 5:50. But first, a quick check-in with Mike Hawk and some of the stories and headlines he is not working on.
Well, thank you, Miles. The DEA is warning folks about nitazene, a synthetic drug said to be more potent and dangerous than fentanyl.
I just read about that.
Well, that can't be good.
That's a positive thing.
Me too.
Yeah. I mean, I just read it the other day. It doesn't really affect me, that's not my jam, but good. Deadlier than fentanyl. That's what we need.
Why are we going deadlier than fentanyl, by the way? Like, isn't that also ruining kind of the illegal drug business?
You would think to a degree. I mean,
Mike, I am with you. That one just, I don't get it either.
Why you kill your customers?
Exactly.
Correct.
I mean, look,
You know,
they put a recall on radioactive shrimp because they want you to come back to the grocery store, but they're not responsible. The drug, why would you intentionally sell fentanyl?
I don't know.
Right.
It does not. And look, I'm not a drug dealer, so maybe I don't know all the ins and outs, but that just seems like a bad business practice.
And also,
counterintuitive.
Yes.
I can fathom how they started adding it to fake opiates because it's an opiate.
Right.
But then they were talking about, people were dying, they were adding it to cocaine.
Coke,
it's but that's not the high coke people are expecting.
That's a speedball.
Yeah.
Right. It just seems
it's a speedball.
I'm with and look, I'm not defending drug dealers or cartels. I'm just it just seems like bad business.
Yes.
Right. Frosted Flakes is not putting out something that's giving people listeria,
Right. Will rot your teeth. It's not, but you know that.
Right. It has enough sugar. You eat it all day long, you get diabetes, right? But even they wouldn't recommend eating it all day.
Yeah. They're like, no, part of a suggested breakfast.
Yeah.
I know that you love Doritos. It does have the plague, but hey.
Just a touch.
20% of America.
I don't think there's not food.
What?
I'm trying to think if there's a food where it's you can have this bushel of crabs, so one of them will kill you.
Don't eat that
one.
Good luck.
I can't think of it, yeah.
20% of Americans get their news from TikTok.
I saw that. That explains a lot.
It does explain a lot.
It does.
And, that was one thing, there was with the big shutdown that was going on there, or at least the news of it. That's what everybody was saying. It's they're shutting it down because this is how we're getting the news around. This is what they don't want you to know. It's okay.
Not everything's a conspiracy. It's just not. And if there is, that is not part of it.
Life just isn't that interesting.
Yeah, most people definitely are not. But yeah, 25% of people getting their news on TikTok. That's not a good thing.
Right. And you know what? You get a headline on TikTok, you get this big breakthrough news on TikTok. Okay. They figured it out from somebody. Go and find whatever news source that was. See if you can find what it's called, backing sources.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, correct.
Anyway. According to a new study, your urine color may signal how you handle stress.
Do they give examples?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Man, I thought it just let you know how hydrated or dehydrated or if there's something wrong with an organ.
Sure.
And that's kind of what it comes.
Oh.
That's kind of what it comes down to, is that as you're stressed, your body's going to react differently, and so it's also expelling things differently. So, if it's red, then you're really nervous.
And probably bleeding.
Jesus. Go to the doctor.
Go see a doctor. I don't know who in the world needs to go see a doctor in our building, but from time to time, man, all of a sudden that stuff comes out black.
Yeah, man. There's something that urinal. It's what did you do? What have you consumed that this is the color of your pee?
That dark, huh?
Super dark,
God,
or really green, man. There was one 2 months ago because they dribbled on top of the urinal.
Damn.
Right? So you're peeing, and it's just these green drops. I'm like, oh my God, man. That is.
Retail stores.
It's a prostate thing.
It might be. I don't know. Something wrong with your range stick, brother.
Yeah, if it ain't yellow or clear, I'm assuming that something's going on.
Something has gone sideways.
Retail stores may soon be protecting themselves with drones meant to chase after shoplifters. That's not terrifying.
Why not? Why would they do that? You already pay security guards to be there, and then depending where you live, Seattle, you tell them not to do anything, which defeats the purpose of them being there in the first place. But why don't you just have your security guards do that, since that's why they're there?
Right.
I mean, there's a level of them doing stuff. I don't even notice that the guys by our QFC, they don't tackle anybody, but they're pretty on it.
They're on right. They're not going to tackle you or anything like that, but they definitely prevent things from going sideways.
Correct.
But I'm like, if you're telling your security guards not to apprehend somebody once they leave the store, right? Then why pay for the drones? Just let the person do their job.
Yeah.
Right.
That makes no sense to me.
There's an article in The Guardian asking the hard-hitting question, why Gen Z is having sex in public places.
Because they can.
Because they're young and they live at home.
Yeah, when I was young,
Exactly.
we had sex in public places. It's
What
like
they were saying is that Gen Z, you know, they're the 18 to 21-year-olds are still living at home and they're still having sex in public places. It's like, yeah, that's
just
what you do
answered
when you
your
don't
own
have your own
question.
fire.
Yes.
Yeah, they have respect for their parents who they live with.
Yeah, they don't want to get caught. All these things.
Correct.
And if they do get caught, just not by their parents.
That was kind of the fun of discovering yourself and discovering others, is that, you know, you had to go sneak off. You had to go find a spot to go do this.
Yeah, it's every generation I can think of.
Yeah.
Exactly. How come we don't do that anymore? Because we live in our own house. We don't have to sneak off somewhere.
Exactly. Do you have a bedroom?
Trying to hide.
Yeah.
It's kind of fun, though, doing it at somebody else's house.
Mm-hmm. I'll break into my neighbor's house all the time with the wife.
Nice.
Yeah.
Keeping the relationship
Just
fresh.
have sex there, yeah.
Yeah. I respect
and like,
that.
someone keeps breaking into our house, but they haven't stolen anything. I'm like, that is crazy. And they washed
About
our
30%.
sheets.
Hey, you know what? Because you're a respectful man,
Yeah.
that's why. About 30% of milk on the store shelves contains fragments of bird flu.
Also,
but they also say it's nothing to be worried about.
Look, that's just a fragment of the flu. Just a fragment. Nothing to worry about.
bit. Just a
I feel like if you're not babysitting somebody or having children, you just don't buy that much milk.
You're right.
No.
We have a ton of milk, the kids, and that's their go-to for everything.
My problem is I drink it. If I buy it, I just chug it.
I don't. Mine is strictly cereal. Or maybe if I'm making a milkshake, but I never just pour a glass. My wife
I don't
drinks
pour a
milk,
glass either. I just
and
drink
it's
it out of
weird.
the carton.
I'm sure now that I'm not home, my wife's drinking it out of the carton, but when I'm home and see her drink milk, it is in the glass. And I just think it's crazy to me. I just don't drink glasses of milk. But she'll have at least one a night. I'm like, really?
Huh?
I have a beer, she has a glass of milk.
Well, everybody likes to relax.
Yeah.
But I only like my milk skim.
You said you do or don't?
Only like it skim.
Ew, dude, really?
Yep. That's it. That's the only kind of milk I drink.
Yeah,
skim milk is ass.
Once you go skim, you don't go back.
I mean, look, I'm only 2% because anything more than that, I will defecate in my own pants.
This is why you don't like the milk, because it's not skim.
No,
It's too
man,
thick.
I don't
It's
like
too
the
thick.
taste.
Well,
Oh, okay. All right,
but
well,
I'm with Miles. Once you start drinking it, regular milk seems thick.
Yes.
Look, I get it, guys. You did this with, is it Diet Coke? I think it was. I'm like, dude, I just think it tastes awful. And Miles, you basically had the same explanation. Like, once you get used to it, I'm like, okay, I don't want to have to get used to something I don't
people
like.
ask me all the time, why don't you just have Coke Zero? And I'm like, if I'm going to taste an actual Coke, I'm just going to go ahead and drink a Coke.
Drink a Coke, right?
Yeah.
But I like the taste of Diet Coke.
But you didn't always.
Well, I think it's gotten better over time, but I definitely just like the taste of it better.
I mean, it's like those unsweetened teas I drink. I started drinking them to cut down on sugar, but now a sweet tea is like, ugh.
Really?
And like Diet Dr. Pepper to me is better than Dr. Pepper.
I've heard that from a lot of people.
Also, if you're mixing, and you're not supposed, if you are mixing whiskey and Coke or whatever,
Yeah.
the whiskey has sugar in it. So Diet is actually better. It tastes better. It's not too overly sweet.
I got you.
So if you're doing a Jack and Coke, just do a Jack and Diet.
Or just do a Jack.
I like
Well,
Jack and
if you-
ginger.
Yeah, exactly.
There's nothing wrong with this drink. I just like my Jack straight up. Like, if it has, like, if I'm on the plane and like, well, you have to order a Jack and Coke. It's like, okay, cool. I still shoot the Jack and then drink the Coke separate. You just have to order it that way. But that's
I'm
my
with you,
preference.
Steve.
Yeah.
I know what you guys are thinking. Mike, where's the Merriam-Webster word of the day? But fear not. Turns out we're actually going to have a little bit more fun today.
The Men's Room Top 10.
You know, when you say fun, I don't believe it.
The Men's Room Top 10.
Oh, it's all fun. So good news, boys. The Merriam-Webster dictionary has just added a whole slew of new words. In fact, they've added 5,000 new terms, so I'm going to give you guys
they've added
10.
5,000 new words.
That's
this
correct.
year.
I thought it was just to
5,000
the
words.
collegian one.
Collagen?
Yes.
Collegiate.
Yeah, no, collegiate. The collegiate dictionary. You're right.
The college and dictionary.
Oh, I thought you were saying the word.
Oh.
College people know more words. It's kind of like the Hawaiian alphabet.
Was it 14 letters, I think?
Yeah, something like that. I'm not positive. I don't know. I'm talking up my butt again. Anyway, so I've chosen, we've got 10 here. Luckily, we have 10. And so we are actually going to play 10 rounds of the Merriam-Webster word of the day. Are you all ready? Put
I was
thinking
born
caps
ready,
on.
Mike.
Okay.
Yes.
Here we go. Number 10 is a T word, T as in tax. That is a unit of measure for the calculating speed of a computer equal to 1 trillion floating point operations per second.
I only know this one because I was with you this morning Because we had a side cover. It's a, hold on. Terra
Can
or
you remember
Tetra?
it?
Is it a tetraflop?
Oh, you were right the first time. It is a
Teraflop.
teraflop.
Okay, but we found out. So the only thing I asked Mike this morning with that, I said, all right, well, I've heard of like terabits. I guess that's like your memory.
Okay.
So what's the difference between a flip and a flop? I mean, a bit.
here.
So is a flop like the process of counting how many?
Well, what is the definition?
When my
flop
friend
is a
when my friend Tara gets hammered, she teraflops.
is a singular floating point operation, a mathematical calculation involving decimal numbers. It's not going to be an easy
Beyond
answer.
me. Nothing that I'll ever know
Okay.
and use.
At this point, we can say never mind.
All right, number 9 is an S word for a sidelong glance or gaze, especially when expressing scorn, suspicion,
Side-eye.
Side-eye. We got that one.
curiosity. Well done, Ted. Side-eye, the bombastic side-eye. Okay.
Idiot.
Dogs do
This
that.
one, yes, they do.
It's amazing.
Oh,
That's some of my favorite things. Like when a dog gives you the side eye, you're like,
just like-
"Are you listening? Are you pissed? What's going on?"
You
in your
are
head?"
judging me right now.
Yeah. What are you thinking? I want to know.
Especially if it's your dog. He's like, are you hearing this too?
Doesn't even turn the head.
Right.
I mean, doesn't even turn the head to look at you. He's like, "Come on!" It's
Right.
a side eye. Like you're an idiot.
That's when I know I've drank too much, because then all of a sudden he starts giving me that side. I was like, okay, I'm sorry, but I'll be quiet.
Well, you also get the guilty side eye. Like,
yeah, right.
like you're looking at me even though your head is turned 180 degrees away from me. What have you done?
Don't look. Number 8, an R word that is a romantic appeal or charm. An R word. Ah, Ted, you nailed it. Well done,
nice.
buddy. Ted's got it. Ted's on a roll over here.
How is the Rizzler?
Okay.
I haven't seen him lately.
Bigger.
I hope that kid's okay.
Next one is a P word, which is a distinctive, earthy, usually pleasant odor that is associated with rainfall, especially when following.
I thought this was already a word. Petrichor, whatever it says.
Petrichor, you nailed it, yes.
Yeah, that's been a word.
Damn, girl,
But
you
not-
smell like petrichor.
Well, it's like after it rains and everyone goes outside and says they love that smell.
Yeah.
That's petrichor, essentially. I thought that was a word. All right.
Oh, and
I guess
Fremont,
I'm just
in Fremont,
ahead
that's
of
the
what-
smell of urine.
Yeah.
Yeah. It really does depend on where you're at for that fresh.
That
it sure
is
does.
true. Yeah.
I mean, because it was a dry spell. That what we have like 3 or 4 weeks of just dryness. We had one overnight of rain,
And you just woke
and
up
you
to
walk
it.
up, you walk outside, you're like, oh my god, that's a lot of pee.
All that pee.
It's just heavy.
All that pee. All that pee.
Yeah, seriously.
10 rounds of the Merriam-Webster word of the day. Next one is an L word, which is a person's characteristic means of showing love or care for another. Ted, you got this one, buddy.
An L word.
It's new.
An L word, yes, a new L word, which is a person's characteristic means of showing love or care for another. Sometimes it can be how you accept love or care from another.
Oh, I should know this.
You should. This is called somebody's love language.
Damn it.
Was that the word love language?
Love language?
Love language. So,
Okay.
So it's
you'll
two
hear
words
this
they
a
put
lot.
together.
My love language is acts of service. So I show you my love by doing things for you, or somebody, they feel love the most when somebody's doing something for them.
Sheba's love language is a mouth hug.
Look, I'm going to
Acts of
sound.
service, yeah.
I'll just go ahead and sound sexist. I got too many of my male friends saying this to me.
What? Love language?
Well, my love language is.
For real?
No,
shut
you
up.
don't.
Yeah.
They actually say
Do you shush them?
No, I go.
That's the word. Shh, 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 shh. Don't talk to me like that.
You're embarrassing yourself.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
embarrassing
Shh, shh,
yourself.
shh, shh, shh. Do you need a teddy bear? Do you need a teddy bear? Should I
My
get you a
love
stuffed animal?
language.
Should I give you a stuffed animal? Do you want to go? Do you want to hold it?
Just say make me a
one's-
sandwich.
My love language is you look nice.
My love language is you in the kitchen.
hey, believe it or not, there's a lot of cultures, man, where that is the language of love.
Oh, absolutely.
It
If
is.
you cook for someone and you hook them up, man, that goes a long way. If someone cooks me a home cooked meal, I am really appreciative. I'm like,
Yeah.
because normally I'm the one cooking. So if you're gonna cook something for me, I'm like, man, thank you.
Next one is an H word, which is a firm refusal or rejection of something, such as an offer.
Hell no.
H word. It is a two-worded phrase.
Oh,
Hell nah.
hater. No.
How about HP? I'll give you that. A firm refusal or rejection of something, such as an offer. People are saying that, nah, man, that's a hard pass for
Oh,
me.
hard no.
Hard
Oh,
pass. Hard pass. All right.
That's a no for me, dog.
A D word, stop it, a cell phone that does not include advanced software features such as email or internet browser. Yes, a dumb phone. Well done.
Also known as a phone.
Right. An F word. Careful. Involving or advocating the direct sale and distribution of food from its point of origin to customers.
Farm to table.
Farm to table.
Yep.
Well done.
AKA $21 cheeseburger.
Yeah, no kidding.
Thanks.
Fact.
I'd rather just not have it go there that quickly. Yeah. You could have like 5 middlemen. Just make it $10.
It's farm to table. God forbid you have a potato on this damn farm.
I don't care if you get off the exit and you stay there for a week.
Yeah.
Lower the price.
All right, next one. A D word, which is a physique regarded as typical of an... There you got it, dad bod. Well done, Miles. Of an average father, especially one that is slightly overweight and not extremely muscular.
And not
so a dad.
Yeah.
It's at least somewhat in shape. It's slightly overweight.
Oh, God. You're not obese. You're not fit. That is basically how they define dad bod, right? You're not fat, but you're not in shape.
I think that, to me, a dad bod is you're still pretty fit. You just have a little pudge.
Right.
But you're not like
the
fat.
beer belly.
Yeah.
You can still throw a spiral. You just, you hang over the belt buckle a little bit more.
My dad used to call that done flop disease. My belly done flopped over my belt. Damn it. All right.
Done flop.
People loved it.
Done flop.
What was your
Oh,
booby?
goodness gracious.
What was a booby?
Booby doo.
Booby doo.
Booby doo. Her stomach sticks out more than her booby doo. You haven't heard the booby doo?
Booby doo.
Yeah, booby doo. That is,
man.
it's like summer teeth, booby doo. Yeah.
Booby doo.
Booby doo.
Did they put that in there?
Where are you?
Did they put that in there, Mike?
Yeah.
Booby doo?
Is booby doo a word?
No, booby doo is not on there. No.
It should be.
This one isn't a word so much as a phrase as my old man used to use to describe somebody as like, oh man, she was 3 feet standing up or laying down.
Oh, damn.
I always got a chuckle out of that one.
Anyhow, though, your cousin loves her.
That's right. That's right.
She's a good
But I'll
woman.
leave you with this last one. I'll leave you with this last word or phrase that's going into the collegiate dictionary. It is a B word. A B word, which is an extremely aggressive or energetic style or manner that somebody adopts temporarily to overpower an opponent in a fight or a competition.
Bitch slap.
A
Beast
not a bitch
mode.
slap. Beast mode. You got it.
Beast mode. All right, nice.
Beast mode is in the collegiate dictionary.
Good enough.
Thank you, Marshawn.
Right after boss.
I'm going with demon mode.
Demon mode?
Demon mode.
Yeah.
The hell
Hold
is
my.
that?
I don't know, but I'm doing it.
Oh, all right.
EMS crew members in Kentucky may end up losing their licenses after giving a man anti-venom, Miles.
Why would that be a problem?
Tell you all about it at 5:50.
Thank you, sir. Headlines are coming up at 5:50. In the meantime, have we made it to the weekend and drinking time?
Somebody out there deserves to be recognized. And the men's room knows just who it is. So to you, we say, bottoms up, sailor. You're the toast of our shot of the day.
Drink time it is, and as usual, we head to the drink desk. And Steve at Throwhill to find out who we're toasting.
Yes, indeed. And today we toast an unidentified man in London, England. Now, for the last 5 years, our honoree was working at the Financial Services Compensation Scheme, which basically safeguards consumers when banks or other financial services fail. Anyway, he is now fighting to get his job back after he was fired. So the question is, what did he do? And truthfully, he just made a mistake. He was on a Zoom call. Well, technically, he was on the Microsoft Teams call with coworkers and clients when a cable behind his computer jiggled loose. No big deal. Stood up to adjust the cable. The problem was that he, and I quote, was not wearing any clothing below the waist and his genitals were visible. Honest mistake or not, he was fired. So he's currently in court trying to get his job back, and the judge has heard both sides, and the judge essentially said, it's great. There's no reason to be in a state of undress, is how they put it. So he can't get his job. He did not do it on purpose. He just stood up to fix his cord, but they saw his giblets, and that was the end of his career.
They found Mr. Winky.
They did find Mr. Winky. There he is, Mr. Winky. So we pour this booze and we drink this booze because we think it's yummy.
Yummy.
So over the tongue and down the throat to party in our tummies.
Down the hola, bichola. All right, your winner on a Bad Choice Friday. Coming up next.
From coast to coast and around the world. If it's not important, you'll hear it here. Exclusively on In Action News. Here now are Stone Ledbetter and Felix Foxworthy.
For an unprecedented 40th year in a row, Def Leppard's Rick Allen has been voted the world's best one-on drummer. But first, we start today's broadcast with several apologies and corrections from the week that was.
It's hard to be perfect all the time, Playboy.
This is true, Felix, but I wanted to address some of our more gratuitous blunders from the past week.
Is this about that German soccer coach, man?
That was certainly part of it, yes. But I guess we'll start there. The last name of the German soccer coach we interviewed earlier this week is pronounced Coates. Coates. We apologize for our very vulgar mispronunciation.
Man, I knew how to say his last name. I just having fun listening to you.
To be fair, the man spells his last name Kuntz.
Yeah, but he's German, man. It's Coates.
Thank you, Felix.
Coates.
I know that now. It would have been helpful if you would have informed me of that at the time. In addition to that faux pas, the program Stranger Things on Netflix is actually a scripted program.
That's not what you said earlier this week, Playboy.
No, Felix, it is not. I had been told that Stranger Things was a 4-part documentary about truck stop glory holes.
Yeah, nah, man.
You're the one who told me that, Felix.
I did, man.
Also, Dick Trickle. While it is a possible symptom of gonorrhea, we were speaking about the late and legendary NASCAR driver, Dick Trickle.
You were, man. I was talking about venereal disease.
Felix, please. I'm trying to get through this with as much dignity as I can. It's it. I would like to clarify that earlier this week, in no way were we insinuating opiate addicts when we brought up oxymorons.
Come on, man. An oxymoron is a figure of speech in which apparently contradictory terms appear in conjunction.
Wow. Yes, Felix, that is correct.
I know, Playboy.
Also, I want to clarify that earlier this week, I meant to say that few things warm my heart like seeing a sleeping baby. Unfortunately, I made the statement that a few things warm my heart like seeing a kidnapping. I got your emails, and yes, I made a poor choice of words.
Oh, I see. I thought you had an abduction fetish, man.
What? An abduction fetish? Is that even a thing?
I never thought it was until it said, it won't do harm to see a kidnap.
Okay, well, no. No, I do not have an abduction fetish.
If you say so, Playboy.
Felix! Finally, celiac disease is a chronic autoimmune disorder that damages the small intestine when gluten is consumed. I do know that. I want to apologize on behalf of my co-host, Felix, who implied that it is celiac disease, a disorder similar to mad cow disease that, in fact, makes yaks silly.
If cows can be mad, yaks can be silly.
I'm not saying yaks can't be silly, Felix. What I'm saying is that celiac disease...
You know it's Bad Choice Friday. It's Bad Choice Friday. You know it's Bad Choice Friday. Hey, man, this is your fault. Come on.
Hey, we have a Mariners Big Dumper inspired Bad Choice Friday. The choices today, the Black Eyed Peas and My Humps. Taking on Sir Mix-a-Lot and Baby Got Back. Ted, how was the voting?
Not close.
Not?
Smaller than her lady humps, Miles.
Do we get a mixed win?
Yeah, he dominated.
To the men's room with Miles and Thrill. 99.9 KISW.
Now for all TV news all the time, it is time for TV Time with Ted.
It's almost time, Miles.
It is almost time for TV Time with Ted. We are so close you can taste it.
And now, because your pathetic life is confined to countless hours in front of a talking box, the men's room presents TV Time with Ted.
Sometimes when I'm running the board, I forget. Miles and I were having a discussion about Paris Hilton annoying everybody in South Lake Union.
Oh,
last night.
yeah. I heard about that. She was pissing off the neighborhood.
You just can't
What is
do
this
that.
loud noise? Well, there's a 10 o'clock noise ordinance.
Correct.
That's why the guy who was driving around with his loud-ass car got in trouble. Well, one of the reasons.
One of them,
yeah. But it looked like a penthouse suite. Looked like they were on the top of the building. And there was like just all these strobe lights, flashing lights, and Paris bringing in her DJ gear. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if she flew in her new pink plane.
I'm sure.
Probably.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, again, at the end of the day, whatever you think about her, I mean, you talk about nepotism, like she's part of the Hilton
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, she's never had to worry about anything, ever.
Right?
Could you imagine going to any town and you have a free place to stay?
That'd be nice.
At the Hilton.
You think she stays at a Hilton?
You're damn right you do.
I bet you she does.
You do. If your name was Steve Hilton, you ain't staying
Hilton's
in a
got some nice properties.
You're not staying in a
They do.
Marriott.
You're staying at one that's not flagged with Hilton.
You're
yes.
you're guaranteed the nicest room in any of those hotels.
If somebody said to me, here's a new deal, you do commercial, you could stay at any Hampton Inn for free, I'd be like, I'd sign that deal in a minute.
Game on.
Which one would you not sign? Because we were just talking about Hampton Inn, and we're all like, yeah, it's exactly what you need, right?
I'm a stickler for I need a hotel.
Yes, so no Motel 6.
I'm not big on. I mean, I'm sure they're fine.
Well, you'll stay in a Best Western,
right? But they're hotels.
Okay,
yeah. Best Western Plus, like any of those. I stayed at a motel in Spokane, and my door was to the outside. A car got stolen. Like it was, I was scared going to sleep.
Yeah, man.
Like you know what I mean? Like that's one of those ones. I was like, I am not too sure about this place.
Yeah, you based on your story of that motel in Spokane, when I went there, it was a Mother's Day weekend with my son. Mine's gonna be bad. We stayed at a very nice hotel.
Where'd you stay at the Red Lion?
I don't know.
The Red Lion
downtown.
Right.
Yeah, no.
The Red Lions are always nice, right?
Yeah.
We weren't there, but it was we're downtown and it's fantastic.
All right, Miles, your choices today. You got
choices.
Yeah, we got choices.
Okay.
You got the Jimmys,
Fallon and Kibble,
Stephen Colbert, Seth Meyers, or Ted Smith. That is me.
That is you, yeah.
Is it Ted or is it late night?
It is right there, the title. All these guys have teams of talented writers that help them come up with their monologues each and every night. It is up to you to determine, is this an actual late night joke and from whom, or could it be a The Ted Smith original?
Ted, you're like the
Sorry,
guy
I wasn't there for your Ted.
Ted's like the guy that screams. He's in the band, right? Hit it! Like, oh, crap, that's my part, right?
I'm the drummer.
Sorry.
Yeah, Mike, sorry.
Guitar. Wait.
My brain has mentally checked out by this point of the day, and I'm like, oh, I'm still running the board.
This is your segment, Ted. What do you mean you've checked out already?
Jesus.
This is the time for you to not check out, man.
It's amazing I have a job. All right. Well, this is how I knew it. Merriam-Webster has announced their 12th edition of the Collegiate Dictionary, which includes more than 5,000 new words, including Riz. As for the definition of Riz, if you're looking up in the dictionary, you don't have it.
Seth Meyers.
Fallon.
Myers.
Merriam-Webster announced that the 12th edition of its Collegiate Dictionary will include more than 5,000 new words, including Riz. As for the definition of Riz, if you're looking it up in the dictionary, you don't have
it. Some nature news. A squirrel in San Francisco area has been angry and attacking people. This is a serious issue and not a joke. So I guess after all this time, your dog was right about squirrels.
Ted Smith.
She's the Colbert, the Ted Smith. The Ted Smith.
Yeah.
And your face gave it away.
I know, that's all I was like.
The only reason I was going to guess Colbert because he puts news behind. So in squirrel news and hot air balloon news. All right.
It would not be news. This squirrel effed those people up.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Bad. Like bad.
Yeah. Dude, take Molly out there and just let her handle it.
I don't. Molly might get messed up. Come whimper back with a bloody face.
Casinos, a.k.a. Chuck E. Cheese for sad grown-ups. Last week here in New York City, a proposal for a Times Square casino was voted down. Good. This is no place for a casino. If you want to gamble in Times Square, you bet on the Drunk Elmo fights like everyone else.
Colbert.
Fallon.
Colbert.
Casinos, a.k.a. Chuck E. Cheese for sad grown-ups. Last week, here in New York City, a proposal for a Times Square casino was voted down. Good. That is no place for a casino. If you want to gamble in Times Square, you bet on the Drunk Elmo fights like everybody else.
Who was it that was fighting when we were down in Hollywood Bowl? Was it two Spider-Men?
No, I think it was Spider-Man and Thor.
They were throwing down.
I think, yeah. I guess
to God.
Because one was on the other guy's turf kind of thing.
Oh, yeah.
Right. So, and I don't remember who was accusing the other one, but we're like, it is Thor and Spider-Man fighting each other. Mm-hmm. I mean, they're getting after it.
Authorities in Michigan discovered a crocodile in the front yard of a home. That story again, even crocodiles can't stand Florida anymore.
Foul.
Yeah, foul.
Seth Meyers.
Authorities in Michigan recently discovered a crocodile in the front yard of a home. That story again, even crocodiles can't stand Florida anymore.
You guys remember Michael K. Williams?
I don't know if I do or not.
He was Omar.
Oh, okay.
The actor.
I didn't realize that was his name. Yeah.
Damn.
Why didn't you just say Omar? I'd be like, yeah.
Well, because he was a real man.
I know that. But
So-
if you want me to remember him, you just say Omar. I'd be like, yeah, I know who Omar is.
So he used to have a show on Vice, right? Where basically he would go into forget the name of it, but he'd go into some places that frankly he knew people he'd get into.
Yeah.
Right? So generally kind of crime stuff or whatever, but he's trying to figure out why people were doing this. So one of them was about Houston. And that's where people started sipping lean back in the day.
Yeah. Yep.
Right? And it's so funny because he's like, look, I'm a drug, and unfortunately he did end up using again and passed away. But he's like, look, I was big into drugs. He's like, when you go down there, he goes, it's so weird because there's not a lot of booze. He goes, everybody's having a good time. They're relaxed. They listen to their music. They're barbecuing. But then it cuts to another guy. He's like, yeah, but if they were shooting heroin, you'd be like, hey, stop that.
Yeah.
But yet people sipping it, it just became a cultural thing that was
it did.
acceptable, right? And then it left that scene. And then, when people started, everybody was doing it rapper-wise. I mean, it was just, it was crazy. Now, I think the one they used to always use, I'm not going to say the brand, but I'm pretty sure they took it off the market.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And this won't shock you. Now the cartel makes a version of it.
Of course they do.
But, like anything else, they're like, you're risking your life drinking that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is interesting, but the one guy goes into a store and he buys a specific soda. This woman's like, oh, they're drinking lean. And he's just like, how do they know? He's like, everybody knows. This is the best soda flavor to mix and this and that. Yeah, it was kind of crazy. I was like, huh, all right. But yeah, he, and because he was Omar, people let him into these inner circles.
Well, of course.
I mean, he walks into one room, these dudes have drugs and guns and everything else, and he's got a camera, and he's like, no. They're with me. And they all kind of put the guns down and go, all right.
Damn.
I was just like, man, that is
That's
tough.
crazy.
I did go to the Mariners game last night. Like I said, just an electric atmosphere. People are pumped. I've never seen T-Mobile that packed outside of maybe All-Star Weekend.
Sure.
But, I mean, every seat was full. Just a heads up, if you're going down there tonight or this weekend to a Dodgers game, that thing is sold out.
Mm-hmm.
So I saw a couple people.
How long did it take you to get in line?
Dude, honestly.
to get through the line.
I walked down there right after work. It took me about 20 minutes to get in.
Okay. Pro tip, there is a way in that you can get in. There are a lot of people, if it's packed, go through the team store.
It was closed. You couldn't do it.
Oh, those bastages.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
There goes my pro tip. Sorry.
I've seen that place packed for Pearl Jam concerts, this and that.
Yeah.
That was the first time I ever saw a sign that said end of line here just for the Mariners.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is something, man.
And then you put on top of that, the Seahawks were playing. I'm going to catch a lot of heat for this. Everybody was hating on the Cardinals jerseys. I kind of liked them.
Yeah.
Like that little red spattering.
My wife was digging it, yeah.
The only thing I thought was weird is I thought they forced the issue on rivalry week or rivalry games.
Yeah.
Because I would say that if you ask anyone in Seattle,
It's
San
49ers.
Francisco is more of
It is not the
of
Cardinals,
the
right.
rival.
It is not, but I don't know if the Cardinals have one. So I think they just said anything in division is a rivalry.
Right.
Because you're right. It's not like the Rams. It's almost like we have a rivalry with San Francisco. I think San Francisco also has a rivalry with the Rams. But everybody's like
California.
Pittsburgh is going to be the Ravens. The Browns are going to be Cincinnati.
Correct.
You know those.
Yeah. I just think poor Arizona,
they're not good enough to.
No. Atlanta's going to be the Saints.
Right.
Yeah, I just think they're not good enough, or they haven't been good enough over time to really build a rivalry. I mean, it's not like the Seahawks and Niners were always a big one. But then they were both good for so long that turned into something.
But once it turns into that, it will always be that. Because there's going to be a time when both teams suck, and it's not going to matter. When they play each other, it'll be must-watch.
They were better
football,
than the
right?
color rush thing.
Agree 100%.
You know?
Also, I thought it was funny, JSN, Jackson Smith, the Jigma.
Something like that. You know who he's talking about.
You want to try that again, Ted?
No.
Number 11.
He got caught on the, he didn't agree with the penalty call.
Yeah.
Jackson Smith and Jigma, who didn't really need to make the hold, was right in front of the ball carrier.
That's a offense. 10-yard penalty.
Be
Still
careful.
first down.
Mm-hmm. Gave him a look.
He did. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah. Beautiful.
I know they're having fun, but also, I'm on St. Brown. literally said the S word and the N word on TV, and they just let it. Like, I get, you don't have to acknowledge it. Just let it go. But like, we're getting on JSN because he said BS.
The reason the ref even gave him that look, right? My brother's like, dude, they say this stuff all the time. You make a call, someone's going to tell you it's BS. Tradition, it's just an understood rule. If you see me standing in the TV position,
right, don't say anything.
My mic's about to be hot, so more of that looks like, look, man, you just broadcasted. That's the only thing. These refs hear it all.
Do you want more people to get on Amazon Prime? Do you want them to watch this stuff? You're on Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
We have to pay for that to get that. So in this instance, unless the NFL comes in and says, hey, bleep that out, then let it go.
Yeah, it's Amazon Prime.
Let it go. It's Amazon.
Look, you couldn't do it because of the tone in this country, right? People would freak out. I think you should have a game. If somebody's mic'd up live, let it all go.
Oh, yeah.
And I think even for somebody like me, I'd be like, all right, you know what? We don't need to hear all that.
Probably so.
Right? Or you'd be like, God, he's really mean to that receiver.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, well, he's just trying to get in his head. It's like, did you hear what he said about his sister?
Yep.
Or his cousin?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, I mean, good win. Good win for the Seahawks. That's a weird game. You're on 4 days rest. It's in the desert, but they got it done. And then again, cheering MVP for Cal Dumper or Cal Raleigh, Big Dumper, and then minutes later chanting Seahawks was pretty fun. And like people were living it up, and just 3-1. Like, good job, Seahawks.
Great way to start.
That's awesome.
This weekend you got some big stuff going on. Obviously, you got the Dodgers in town. The Mariners have already locked up a bye. They could still win some games, I think, get first place, but that's gonna be kind of tough. The main thing is the Huskies, 12:30. You got the number one team in the country, Ohio State, coming to town. I had to run up to the Needle earlier. There's a ton of Ohio State fans in town, but that'll be a big game and kind of odd. How the Huskies don't have one top 25 vote is beyond me because they're only a 7.5 point dog to the number one team in the country.
And let me just say this too, depending on where you are, where you're coming in from, wherever you're going today, keep in mind that 405 is going to be shut down in Renton. I-5 South is going to be shut down at Kent. And there's one more big one.
The Seattle special.
90 down to one lane coming in or whatever. So just make sure you take your time and know you're going to need extra time if you're coming from any of those places, wherever you're going over the weekend. I think that starts maybe tonight and lasts till Sunday. It's going to be a mess out there.
And this is a PSA for everybody out there in a relationship, okay? The Seahawks have already played. If you're going to take a Sunday to go to an apple orchard or maybe even get a pumpkin, don't carve it yet. Boys, this is a good weekend. All right, you could sit around and watch Red Zone. I'm just saying, there's not a Seahawks game. They've already played this week. Maybe just go to whatever it is. I don't know. She wants to do this or that. You seem annoyed with it.
This is the weekend to do it.
Correct.
Your next chance is a bye week.
Right, and I'm not even sure when that is. I'm just saying.
Go get your haircut. Do all those things.
Yeah.
Go to the grocery store. Run errands.
Yeah, fake it. Be the boyfriend she wants you to be.
Pull weeds.
God, I'm a romantic, aren't I?
Thank you, Tim. We appreciate it. You're listening to The Men's Room.
From coast to coast and around the world. If it's not important, you'll hear it here, exclusively on In Action News. Here now are Stone Ledbetter and Felix Foxworthy.
For an unprecedented 40th year in a row, Def Leppard's Rick Allen has been voted the world's best one-on drummer. But first, we start today's broadcast with several apologies and corrections from the week that was.
It's hard to be perfect all the time, Playboy.
This is true, Felix, but I wanted to address some of our more gratuitous blunders from the past week.
Is this about that German soccer coach, man?
That was certainly part of it, yes. But I guess we'll start there. The last name of the German soccer coach we interviewed earlier this week is pronounced Coates. Coates. We apologize for our very vulgar mispronunciation.
Man, I knew how to say his last name. I just having fun listening to you.
To be fair, the man spells his last name Kuntz.
Yeah, but he's German, man. It's Kuntz.
Thank you, Felix.
Kuntz.
I know that now. It would have been helpful if you would have informed me of that at the time. In addition to that faux pas, the program Stranger Things on Netflix is actually a scripted program.
That's not what you said earlier this week, Playboy.
No, Felix, it is not. I had been told that Stranger Things was a 4-part documentary about truck stop glory holes.
Yeah, nah, man.
You're the one who told me that, Felix.
I did, man.
Also, Dick Trickle. While it is a possible symptom of gonorrhea, we were speaking about the late and legendary NASCAR driver, Dick Trickle.
You were, man. I was talking about venereal disease.
Felix, please. I'm trying to get through this with as much dignity as I can. It's him. I would like to clarify that earlier this week, in no way were we insinuating opiate addicts when we brought up oxymorons.
Come on, man. An oxymoron is a figure of speech in which apparently contradictory terms appear in conjunction.
Wow. Yes, Felix, that is correct.
I know, Playboy.
Also, I want to clarify that earlier this week, I meant to say that few things warm my heart like seeing a sleeping baby. Unfortunately, I made the statement that a few things warm my heart like seeing a kidnapping. I got your emails, and yes, I made a poor choice of words.
Oh, I see. I thought you had an abduction fetish, man.
What? An abduction fetish? Is that even a thing?
I never thought it was until it said, it won't do harm to see a kidnap.
Okay, well, no. No, I do not have an abduction fetish.
If you say so, Playboy.
Felix! Finally, celiac disease is a chronic autoimmune disorder that damages the small intestine when gluten is consumed. I do know that. I want to apologize on behalf of my co-host, Felix, who implied that it is celiac disease, a disorder similar to mad cow disease that, in fact, makes yaks silly.
If cows can be mad, yaks can be silly.
I'm not saying yaks can't be silly, Felix. What I'm saying is that celiac disease has nothing to do with yaks, much the way chicken pox has nothing to do with chickens.
That's why they call it chicken pox.
That's enough. We'll be back in an hour.
returns with Miles and Thrill. Now, let's see what's happening in the real world.
All right, here we go. A Canadian man gains fame by dressing up as a dog when he takes his dog for a walk. We head to Arizona, where a graffiti vandal is once again getting attention because of his big... In England, a crab is found on a train riding in first class. An airplane has to abort takeoff because of a loose glass. And the EMS workers, they are facing suspension after saving a man's life. It is time for your headlines.
Now, it's time to hit the headlines. Here's Mike Hawk.
All right, our top story. We're going to Kentucky, where nobody skirts the rules. A local reptile zoo was the scene of an emergency when the director managed to get himself bit by a highly venomous Jameson's mamba snake. Side note, Jameson has a mamba.
I know. Whiskey, snakes, you name it.
Hi, I'm the scariest snake out there.
And I'm a bit drunk. I'm going to bite. It's not venom, it's whiskey.
Yeah, I bite the owner.
They called me the red mamba. Luckily, he knew what to do and instructed crews to administer an anti-venom. If they hadn't, he would have suffered paralysis, then respiratory arrest, then finally cardiac arrest, which would have sent him into the next life. But instead, he spent several days in the ICU recovering from the incident. But now the people who gave him the antivenom are in trouble and could possibly lose their license.
Why?
Not because they administered the wrong antivenom, not because they did more harm than good, but because new regulation recently came down the pipeline dictating that only wilderness officials are to administer antivenom now.
Are you kidding me?
The crew is due to a hearing here in the next few days. Because they're not allowed to do it. I know.
That is the dumbest law ever. That's going to get people killed in Kentucky.
Yes. It absolutely is.
You have to have this one dude. There's one guy in the entire state. He's the only one guy that can do this.
Then why would you have the EMS even have the...
Yeah. Exactly.
I mean, just let people die then. I mean, that's basically what you're saying.
Oh, sorry, Miles.
shoot,
Would have
he
hit
got
you with the
bit.
paddles, but only Thrill's allowed to use
Yeah, exactly. Why
And
do we
I'm
even have
busy.
it?
Yeah.
He's stuck in shutdowns on I-5 over here. He
So we
get
can't
in.
help you.
Criminy, man.
Jesus.
To Minnesota, where the good times were a little delayed, a plane headed for Las Vegas didn't get off the ground before making the emergency stop and heading back for the gate for a systems check. Turns out while they were taxiing on the runway, one of the cockpit windows popped open. The windows have the ability to be opened by ground crews for maintenance or to let fresh air in, with cabin pressure keeping them closed during flight. But with it popping open on its own, it required an inspection that caused it caused a delay. Passengers were deplaned and loaded onto a different one that took off about 2 hours later.
Deplane.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
damn it.
Yes.
You think that's what they said? Everyone deplane!
Everyone deplane.
Authorities of Phoenix are once again on the hunt for a criminal that they thought that they had taken care of. You may recall back in 2020, authorities had caught the man that they believed to be the one behind some vulgar graffiti that had popped up in the area. The words "Penis Man" spray painted on various walls.
I do remember that.
Penis Man.
While their man admitted to some of the graffiti, he admitted that he was merely a copycat and the original vandal was still at large. Now reports have come in that once again, the city is being plagued by the phrase "Penis Man."
Penis Man.
Police have no leads. The city's in turmoil. We have no idea what to do. It's bad.
He saves saves the city at night, sometimes in the morning.
Penis Man.
Penis Man.
But just in case those stories with a bad taste in your mouth,
Thankfully, there's good news.
to Ontario, Canada, where one man is raising spirits. He, like many dog owners, enjoyed a break from everyday life by taking his dachshund Mia on daily walks. He credits her bouncing ears, making him smile as the motivation to have a little fun with his neighbors, and he donned a massive inflatable dachshund costume that he would wear while walking Mia. The neighbors loved it so much that he started a social media account under the moniker Undercover Dachshund, and his antics soon gained popularity in the town. He was just recently called to the mayor's office, where he was awarded a certificate of joy for brightening the spirits of the town.
Certificate of joy. All right.
Did you hear what my dad got? Certificate of joy. Lottie frickin' dog.
Lottie freaking dog.
I got one of those at the massage parlor.
He hopes to one day be called to a Blue Jays game where the two of them could run the bases. I mean, he's made money off of it. He's doing paid gigs now, so
hey, good
time
for him, man.
Time for a little men's room sports. Big night for Seattle sports as the Mariners completed their sweep of the Rockies and the Seahawks put the Cardinals to bed last night. The Mariners took a look to keep the train rolling for the final series of the regular season, a weekend homestand against the Dodgers that starts tonight over on Root Sports. And I know that we're talking about possibly sitting the starters because, one, the Dodgers are good, two, we're already in the playoffs. The Dodgers are in the playoffs as well, so I wouldn't be shocked if they sat some of their starters too. So we'll see how this one shakes out there.
Just like Cal be the DH and maybe hit a couple dingers.
Right, just let him get out there. You've also got college football on Fox and ESPN and preseason Kraken hockey over on Kong as far as your weather. Plenty of cloud cover all weekend long with highs in the low 70s and lows right there in the mid-50s. And that does it for your headlines. With that, have a great weekend. Mike Hawk is out.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. That's exactly right. Have a great weekend. Grab yourself a six-pack of Men's Room IPA or 20th anniversary lager from Black Raven. Lovely Jolene's coming up next.
Yes, indeed. It's all true. But in the meantime, well, we be all about this bitch. So until next time, please do what you do best. And for Aletha's sake, stay beautiful.
The Men's Room has been taped before a live studio audience. Wardrobe and makeup provided by Mantastic Limited. This has been a presentation of the Men's Room Radio Network. Oh, man! A Double Flush production.